Hey everybody, welcome back. Very excited to do the finale of Hunters of Calamity 2. And also super excited to have Zan back. Welcome back, Zan. We missed you. Um, I'm going to do a quick recap of what happened the last session. We'll let everybody do their... Thanks for that, host Mike. Let everybody do their introductions of who they are and what their characters are about, and then we'll jump in. Before I do all that, though, quick recap of how the donation rewards work, because they did change somewhat recently. So now we've got the 1d6 at $2. That is pretty standard, same as it's always been. And then we've got advantage and disadvantage, and how that works is you pick a player, or me as the GM, and if it's advantage or disadvantage, the next roll that person makes, that happens. And advantage just means that you roll twice and take the better of the two results, and disadvantage means the opposite. You roll twice and take the worse. Crits are the same, and then the asset or challenge. How that works is if you choose asset, then the cast gets to decide a single-use item or an event that happens that will make things easier for them throughout the session. And if you choose challenge, then the GM gets to choose a new challenge. Basically, it could be environmental hazard, it could be extra enemies, it could be any number of things. But it basically raises or lowers the difficulty level of the session by choosing either one. So they're a lot of fun. That's how those work. Currently, we've got 6d6 for the cast, 0 crits. I've got 1d6 and 1 crit, so those will absolutely get used tonight at some point. With that, let's do the recap. So, last week, the penultimate episode, there was trying to figure out how to get into the cave. It's actually, I guess, more of the past couple weeks. After defeating Tim Rackett and heading over to the vault, there was the dilemma of how the heck do we get in here, because the wall looks like it's just solid. There's no visible entrance. MJ figured it out and essentially found a keyhole that was able to be used, which opened up the vault. If you're familiar with the first campaign that we ran for Hunters, the inside was similar to the inside of the first vault, in which there was a series of rooms, each with their own challenges and puzzles. And how these worked is essentially, depending on what the person who went in there said, determined what the tests and challenges were throughout the vault. As I recall, Wesley said he wanted power, which is why the giant golden mechanical turducken that they're all facing has powerful lasers on its shoulders now. Al went through the mystery door, if I remember right.
Al's trying to figure out, still trying to find her sister, still trying to figure out why she can't find her.
Yeah. So what appears to be Al's sister is being held hostage by this giant golden turducken.
None of the people here have met this person.
That's true. Lula May wanted knowledge, and so there is a seemingly well-educated wizard on the back of this giant golden turducken now that seems to be using it as a mount. And Amanda wanted to know how a fish could defeat a dragon, so for Amanda, this thing looks a lot like a dragon. Jeb, we'll have to figure out how you come into the mix, but we'll get that worked in there. But that's basically what happened. Everybody got an item out of the armory there at the very front of the vault. Went into the big giant room, which is a big open area with 2 floors. The top floor is more like a balcony. So it's there's a big open spot in the middle of that floor, and there's spiral staircases that go up and down. And essentially we're going to be going right into combat as soon as we start. So that's kind of where we're at, what's happened. But before we do jump in, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves, starting with Zan. Again, welcome back. Tell us a little bit about Jebediah and yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm Zan, and to the best of my knowledge, the best of my recollection, rather, Jeb is a kind of a timid boy who is trying to find his strength and has recently found strength in overindulging in caffeine, perhaps harking back to the old ways of the Church of the Sleeveless Way, where substance abuse was the pinnacle of personhood. Sure, that made sense. And yeah, I'm Zan. I'm a content creator and professional DM for 5e World of Darkness, powered by the Apocalypse, and a whole bunch of other games out there. So if you want to get in touch with me, you can find me on Twitter at InsanityTTRPG, my website, insanity.com, or the Black Feather Discord. And it's so nice to be back. A little rusty at the whole intro thing.
No worries. Well, fantastic. Again, great to have you back. And let's hop on down to Nikki. Tell us a little bit about MJ and you.
MJ is she joined a party with I can't remember. I mean, I remember, but I can't remember like the right words to say.
I gotcha.
They were at a place, and she joined a party with the people at that place.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of decided that she will be the driver and the liar of the group.
Absolutely. MJ is 100% hands down the best driver that's ever been in this this world, essentially.
I've tried to make her a bad driver too.
So I mean, the bar was low with, I think, 5 minutes was the maximum that the parties have had before wrecking a car before this, but MJ is definitely raising it significantly. So very good driver.
Yeah, and she kind of helps with the tech stuff and likes to carry a clipboard around and look important. And
fantastic.
I'm Nikki, and that's it.
All right. We'll hop on over to Pat. Tell us a little bit about Wesley and yourself.
Yeah, hi, I'm Pat. I'm playing Wesley. Wesley is questionably in charge of the Church of the Sleeveless Way. I feel like there is a lot of behind-the-scenes power grabs there. 90% of which are probably coming from Lulum. But yeah, Wesley is a magic boy, and he is very excited about these rocks that we've found that make his magic that much weirder and stronger, and excited that he has his ability to summon crazy bullshit back again. That was really he's much more at home summoning crazy bullshit.
I'm excited to see what you come up with.
Yeah, and this turducken is definitely not my fault, and no one can prove otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely not. We'll hop on down to Alex. Tell us a little bit about Al and yourself.
Yeah, but just as I was starting to take a puff, of course you did.
Sorry.
All good. What? Nasty tense betrayal, yeah. Hi,
yeah.
I'm Alex. I'm an artist. I'm back to that level again. I got better and then I got worse at doing intros.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm a digital artist. You can find me around at Agent Foster, my personal, and at Can Chaos Art on Twitter and Twitch, where I stream art. Currently been having some issues doing full character drawings, so I've just been going back to doing some more of my abstract stuff. But I'm playing Al. Allison Albot is a robot whose personality is made by her sister's memories of her older sister Allison. So Allison is a living ghost in some ways. She is somebody else's memories of a person. And she lost her sister about 10 years ago, and has been trying desperately, basically attaching herself to vault hunting groups, because that was the last thing her and her sister were doing. They were trying to find a vault. So she figured her sister's probably still out there doing vault hunts. No, her sister is in the town where she thought she lost her sister, and has been the nice lady at uh, the scrapyard who fixes her up, but she can't recognize her and doesn't remember that is her sister. So programming error, drama, bullshit. I saw that look that you gave me, Zan.
I am the epitome of stoicosity. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so she's had some upgrades. She now knows magic, and she apparently can share people's hallucinations with each other, which apparently freaks out the hallucinations. I'm pretty sure that Lemon's getting paranoid.
Probably. Good little Levi Lemon. Speaking of, let's hop over to IC Historian. Tell us a little bit about Lula May, yourself, and of course Levi Lemon.
Oh, friends. Hello. I play Lula May Jessup. I am IC Historian everywhere I feel like being found on the internet. Lula May is a former and completely rehabilitated by the grace of Danco, gray market weapon modification dealer and customizer who has 100% transitioned entirely into being a lemonade magnate, really taken over the non-amphetamine based beverage sector in Calamity. And yeah, I am basically that's what I'm up to. Lula May right now has against perhaps her better judgment gotten into a little bit of the magic substance and now is followed around by her cheerful lemonade advertising mascot buddy Levi the Lemon. Think California raisins, but actually like less horrifying. And yeah, that's what's happening right now. And Lula May just found in the vault armory her father's Big Daddy Jessup's magically enhanced weapon. So that will be very exciting for her.
Absolutely. And then next we've got Michael. Tell us a little bit about Amanda and yourself.
Hello there, I'm Michael Wayne, both on Twitter and Twitch. You give me a clip, I'll give you a jip. I will be playing Amanda Starr, who has had a harsh realization on going forward, and thus has picked up the Carpenter's Cup from the Armory, which should have an interesting effect, which would be interesting to reveal if it occurs, but that's nothing to worry about. It's fine. It's probably not going to be involved at all, and it's perfectly fine. It means nothing.
Yeah. I was just reminding myself of what that ability was. Yeah, okay. Checking my notes.
I picked up the whistle of Summon Good Boy.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one too. Awesome. So that just leaves me. I'm Raven. I'm the creative director for the Raven Evermore, which involves being a professional game master, game design, voice acting, graphic design, and art, a whole ton of stuff. You can find out more about that at my link tree. And then before we jump in, I forgot earlier to mention thank you to sponsors, Grinding Coffee Company, Fundamental RPG, and Intrepid. We're jumping right in. So I'm going to start off, first of all, with Jeb. I'm going to say that you've been with the group just, quietly doing things in the background. Just out of curiosity, if Jeb had walked into a room and someone or something had said, "What is it you desire?" what would Jebediah respond with?
He would have waited. until he was sure that that thing was talking to him, not somebody else, because it probably some confusion. He didn't want to talk to Jebediah. No, it's is he sure it's talking to him? For real?
Yes, Jebediah would eventually be certain that whatever this is talking to him.
I wish. I wish I was brave. I wish. These are all really nice people, and I mean, I'm hanging out with the the second in command. This is great. I wish I was. I definitely feel like I'm in a different ranking. I'm in a different category. I wish I was. They all seem to have this whole thing under control, and I don't. I just check out sometimes. It's like I'm not even here for weeks on end, and I wish I felt safe and comfortable. I wish I was brave enough to have a voice, you know.
Fantastic. The thing that asks you this just has a sort of contemplative smile, and that's pretty much the end of the encounter. You're able to rejoin the party, and that in no way, shape, or form is going to have effects on this last fight.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure it was just a personal hallucination. No worries. I'm
yeah.
It's all good. No pressure. No pressure.
The enemy won't be harder to intimidate and won't be more bold now. No.
Yep. Yeah, no. What can you do?
Yeah. Cool. So that actually will have an effect, like everything else that everybody else chose is having. So we'll fast forward to the main event where you see this giant golden mechanical turducken with a chicken head, a turkey head, and a duck head. It's got laser cannons on its shoulders, and there is, in some weird sort of saddle, what looks to be a wizard riding on its back. One of the more bizarre things you've all seen, and that's saying something. Also, way back in the back corner of the room, there is a human lady that is tied up to one of the pillars holding up the ceiling. And Al definitely recognizes that person as, well, she doesn't recognize it as her sister, even though it is, but she does recognize it as the person who's been fixing her up and helping out. And then, again, Amanda sees this giant creature as a dragon with 3 heads rather than as a turducken. With that, is there anything that any of you want to do other than combat before we jump into that?
It looks like things are about to get turned upside down.
Does this particular turducken seem to recognize me or display it? Does it display any sense of warm emotions towards me?
Warm? No. The emotion that you get off of it is hungry.
Is it wearing the unique expression of "That's the man who killed me 2 years ago"?
I didn't kill him. I made him.
You made him to die.
All 3 heads look at you with recognition. The first head gives you an emotion of abandonment. The second one gives you an emotion of "I'm hungry," and the third one gives you an emotion of "Why did you hurt me?" All 3 of them seem to want to inflict harm upon you.
All right.
Is you said, I kind of missed this. You said that there was somebody tied up.
Yes, there is someone tied up in the back corner of the room.
Past the turducken?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no running and rescuing and then...
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd have to get past the big bad before you can get over there to her.
The 2 things I think Amanda will do is the first thing will pull the Carpenter's cup out of their pocket, take a swig so that it's on camera for this episode, and put it in a pocket before then closing their eyes and very much kind of like the focus of their whole body to kind of like get out the fact of the idea this is a dragon, to just focus their body and just listen to the movements to hopefully find a weakness.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, if there's no other thing, then let's jump into combat order. So I'm gonna need to have everyone roll swiftness. And I'm gonna just write down these scores quickly.
In 2 seconds, I forgot to pull up ruled.
No
And
worries.
just because
Alright.
I feel like it'll apply, I did spend an advance with guild points for Jebediah.
Yes.
Or inside.
Yeah, we do have advantage on the next roll for Jeb. So, Zan, you'll get to roll twice and take the better of the two. All right. So, Michael, we've got 12 for Amanda. For Wes, we've got 14. For MJ, we've got 15. For Jeb, we got 19. For Lula May, we've got 16. And for Al, we've got, ooh, nice, 21. And let's see what these guys get. Alright, so it is 25 for the turducken. And 29 for the wizard. Excuse me. All right, so we've got let's see, wizard first. Then the turducken. Then Al. Then that's a 14, okay. Then Al, and then Jeb. Then Lula May. Then MJ. Then Wes. And then Amanda. And I didn't miss anybody, did I? All right. So, the wizard sitting on the back of this turducken seems less concerned with Wesley.
That's
So-
that's such a specific call out.
Less concerned with Wesley than the golden turducken is. Put it that way. So I think he's gonna focus on Lula May. Yeah, he's gonna throw out a magic attack. He's got like this magic wand in his hand, a la Super Mario World, like those little turtle guys with the pointy hats and the things that throw out like the various shapes. It looks kind of like that. And he looks at you, Lula May, and without a word, just throws this attack at you. What defense would you like to use?
If it's magic, I'm going to use block.
All right. Oof. I got a nat 20. So that's going to be a lot. Go ahead and roll defense. You might get a nat 20 as well.
Oh, what?
Amazing. So I'm just going to call that a tie, which means we both re-roll.
Can you at least describe the thing where it's a tie? Because I think we at least need to see what that 20 looks like before we get to
I'll
one.
I'll get to it.
It's not gonna
I
matter because I rolled a 1.
I also rolled a nat 1.
Okay, so we do this
One-
again? Is this like
one more
rock,
time.
paper, scissors?
Yeah. One more time.
Nobody gets Lula May.
All right. So that is an 18. You got a
28.
All right. So here's what happens. Without a word, he just looks right over at you with eyes that look like they're just piercing through your soul. Just this really, really intense gaze. Throws this spell at you, and you see the magical effect. It's sort of looks like a magic missile type of a deal. This energy bolt with little flames on it, and you're able to pull off this amazing feat of gymnastics to dodge out of the way. Not to be outdone, he tries to shoot again, but his wand slips out of his hand, so he kind of has to catch it again. But you're like in the zone, ready to dodge. And so when there isn't something to dodge, you kind of trip over yourself a little bit. So you both look like super badass, and then both look ridiculous.
Mhm.
But you regain your composure. He throws another one out at you, this one a little bit more normal, and you manage to dodge out of the way. But it looks like something out of like an anime fight scene. All right, and that's the wizard's turn. The turducken is next, and it is very much focused on you, Wes. And there is a clucking sound that sounds like it's coming from the biggest megaphone you could possibly find, followed by a quack, and lastly a gobble. As all three heads stare at you, and it sort of positions its torso and fires those laser cannons at you.
Jesus.
What type of defense would you like to use?
I forgot about the laser cannons. I assume are the laser cannons ranged or tech?
They are firing at range. Give me a gut feeling roll, and I'll let you know what Wesley thinks they might be.
Oh, 39.
Nice. You are absolutely certain that they are a magical weapon.
Yeah, let's block this nonsense.
All right.
Also went instantly to the other side of things. Rolled a 2.
The turducken got a 27.
Jeez. Okay.
So it is definitely going to hit you.
Mhm.
And that will be 15 damage.
Oh, son, why? Sure glad I took tank and all those temporary hit points are already gone.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
Now,
So that's it.
do each of the heads have their own laser cannon?
I thought about that, but then I was like, that seems a little too mean. So, like, maybe if somebody threw out a challenge, that might be what happens. But no, it's just like shoulder-mounted laser cannons right now.
Flavor, is it just like they all combine into one beam to do the single attack?
No, it's just like shoulder-mounted laser cannons that just point in the same direction. So yeah, they do that, and seem satisfied, at least for the moment, that they've made their point about the abandonment. And the turn will go over to Al.
So what exactly is between me and my sister?
This creature is pretty much blocking the entire area. You could try to run between its legs or something like that, but you're pretty sure if you did,
It's in my way.
yeah, it
The
would.
air
it would try to stop
around
you.
her starts to crackle.
Okay.
Her clothes like billow out as you hear the fans her internal fans suddenly just start revving. And she takes aim. And
Okay.
like electricity arcs like from inside of her out, sort of thing, in like big work. As I spend, I am become gun.
Nice. And remind us what that does again.
What
Or
it
what
does
the
is
intended
she
effect
uses
is.
herself as the aiming device to launch, using a combination of kinetic and lightning magic, to launch forcefully from within her core basically a rail of chain lightning that would strike an object and then shatter out from there.
Okay. Go ahead and spend the stamina point that you need there, and let's roll your magic attack first to make sure it hits, and then we'll roll magic engineering after that to see how effective it is.
Oh,
Nice.
46.
Yep, it definitely hits. Go ahead and roll magic engineering, and we'll see how effective this spell is.
33.
33. That's pretty impressive. You definitely hit with this cannon. Now, was there I have an idea already, but was there a particular effect you wanted this lightning to have, or were you focusing on damage?
Damage. It's entirely about damage. This is
Okay.
this is the most show you've ever seen her do for something.
Yeah.
And even then, it's pretty subdued.
Okay. In that case, add an
I
extra
would like
die.
it to have the sound like that quiet boom sort of noise.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, whatever like flavor stuff you want, that 100% happens. So go ahead and add an extra die of damage for the attack, and then double whatever you roll because you got a
What
nat
do I
20.
roll for an attack?
What's your gun? Like your
My
normal
gun when I'm using its magic ability or when I'm using its regular ability?
either?
1d8.
1d8. Okay. So you're level 15, so make it 2d8. So roll 3d8 and then double it. And then add your stamina score.
Okay, so 3d8 plus my stamina score before or after I drop the stamina for the spell?
Before.
Okay, so 3d8 times 2.
So yeah, just like in roll 20 it would just be /r space 3d8 plus whatever your stamina score is.
Well, I just thought you said 3d8 times 2.
Yeah. So do 3d8
Yeah.
plus stamina score. Just roll
so
that, and then whatever that
13,
is, double
so
it.
14 plus 2 is 28 plus another 7 is 35.
Wait, what? So you've got
I rolled
14
3d
plus what's your
Well,
stamina?
7.
7. Okay.
So 3d8 times 2 plus my stamina, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sorry,
that
what
would
was
be
the total again?
35.
35. Okay. I heard the wrong number the first time around. I was like, wait, 14 plus 2, that's not 28.
No,
What?
times 2. Sorry.
Yeah, we're
I
good.
think Al just may have blown a hole in something.
You are definitely, you definitely have words are hard. You have definitely gained its full attention. This attack very clearly damages it quite a bit. You didn't like blow a hole through it, but it's definitely got a good sized dent where your attack hit and a lot of like black scoring marks all over that area. and it raises up a leg and screeches. And whereas all three heads were looking at Wesley, now all three of them are looking at you. So yeah, very strong attack. Next, we've got Jeb.
Mm, uh, okay. So Jeb is going to. How far away is Wesley from this turduckety beast?
I mean, you're all about a couple of car lengths away from it.
Mr. Wesley is the hero that we need here, and this isn't how he fights best. We gotta find some way to get him where he needs to be. I know, and I'm going to try to think back to that sweet coffee. Excuse me, that sweet grinding coffee company coffee. That's the Ted's drink, and he's going to suddenly move in overdrive speed and try to carry Wesley to directly below the beast belly.
Okay, very cool. This definitely sounds like a magical thing that you're trying to do, yeah?
This is, I think that would be a safe way to categorize this, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go magic.
Let's have you spend a stamina point and then roll magic engineering. We'll see how effective this is.
Righto. So am I rolling for stamina on this?
No, just your magical engineering skill is what you'll roll, but you'll spend a stamina point for the spell, if you will.
That'll be a 24.
Okay. Pretty decent. Would you like to use a d6?
Yeah.
Before, remember, advantage on the first roll.
I did that with that was my swiftness.
Okay.
Yeah. But thank you, Michael. I really appreciate it.
But I did forget to add in the 2d6s from Pat's subscription, so
okay,
we'll add that in. So you actually had 8. Now you'll have 7. Go ahead and roll that d6.
Right-o, so that's a 27.
Nice. So that'll get you up to the next DC threshold of 25 for a total of 27 there. And yeah, that lets you do sort of both things. You're able to run up to Wesley, grab him. It's not quite as heroic looking as maybe you might want, but you do get the job done. You're able to pick Wesley up and run him over to the underside of the belly of this thing. It kind of looks like somebody that's trying to give a piggyback ride to someone who's ridiculously too big for a piggyback ride.
What's happening? What are you doing? What's going on?
You're the hero we all need, Mr. Wesley.
But yeah, you accomplished the task.
Cool. And then I'm gonna cower, because
Okay.
I assume that I am underneath the feathery belly of this beast now, and this is not where I want to be. So I'm gonna cower.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
The belly does have feathers, but they are metal. So it's even more so intimidating. And yeah, it's looming, so that fits. All right, well done. I forgot to ask. So for both Al and Jeb, what defense are you using for this round?
I'm gonna use dodge.
Dodge, okay. All right, and then what was Al using? Dodge. Deflect, block. Dodge, okay. All right, awesome. Next we've got Lula May. So you've seen all of these things happen.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Let's do this. So this balcony area, are there like pillars, or is it just like open? What are we looking down on here? Talk to me about this sort of ring of wherever we are.
Yeah, so it's a rectangular sort of square shaped room. extremely tall ceiling. In the four corners of the room, you've got spiral staircases that go up
Okay.
to the second floor, which is more like a big hallway all the way around the room, sort of like a balcony. And yes, it does have some railing, but it doesn't look like it would support a whole lot of weight. It's more like just a handhold so that you know, oh, hey, if I keep walking, I'm going to go over the edge.
Okay, so we are not on the balcony. We're on the
You're on the ground
ground
floor.
Great. Okay. So nothing I can sort of duck behind down here is there that is not part of this giant murder foul.
There are the columns in the corners of the floor that are like the support beams. You could hide behind one of those.
Okay. So Lula May is going to sort of duck her way to one of those columns, and she is going to take aim with her new item that she just got. She's very excited. And she just got in the pile Big Daddy Jessup's pride and joy, Old Dusty. So we have Old Bessie, and now she's got Old Dusty. And now here Old Dusty has become magically imbued by something. So we're all very excited for this.
Yes.
And she is going to shoot. And she's going to try and shoot at the wizard.
Okay.
Wait. No, she's going to try and shoot at one of the laser cannons.
Okay. So you're trying to like take those out of commission?
Yeah, because she imagines that the wizard's got some like hacksy, dodgy bullshit he's gonna pull, and she figures that the laser cannon is probably a good bet, given that Wesley's like also right there and Jeb. So yeah.
Okay.
All right, friendo, what do I roll?
So you're shooting at the turducken, right?
Yes.
So in that case, you're going to roll for your ranged attack.
Okay.
$23. All right. The turducken is currently using block. That's a grand total of 20. I'm going to use my D6. And it's a 3. So, matched reroll.
Ah! You're killing me here.
Hey,
21.
I imagine.
I rolled a 20 again, so you win by 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So go ahead and roll
That's what I thought.
Go ahead and roll the damage on that.
15.
15, nice.
I imagine all these matches are these like anime blocks. Both of them are making, or like each.
I want to imagine that this is like with all of the drama of like Dragon Ball Z and like all of the sports anime, except we are playing rock, paper, scissors in like a dust recess yard of an underfunded, like ignored educational institution. That's what I imagine we're doing. Like you have all the like slice cuts of like a Pokemon attack, but it's like really, it's like I played rock. Like that's what I imagine it is.
There is an anime that does that.
I'm sure there is.
Fantastic. So yeah, you do another good chunk of damage to this this giant turducken, and you were aiming at the laser cannon specifically, right?
Yeah, she's trying to help out Wesley and Jeb and have them not get lasered to the face.
Okay. With 15 damage, I'm gonna say that you damage one of them. It's not quite like non-functional, but one of the two cannons looks like if you gave it another good hit, it might go offline.
Okay. How many stamina points do I have?
Gonna go for another action?
Who's next in the lineup?
MJ.
Okay. I am gonna take another action and try and take out the laser cannon. Or I'm gonna try and take another action to take out the laser cannon.
Okay. Go ahead and spend a stamina point, and let's see if you get the action. Fantastic, you do.
All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same thing again.
Okay. It's a 15, and they got a 25 on their
All right. Well,
block.
Well, whatever. And then I yell at it, and I make a rude gesture.
Okay. What defense would you like to go with for this round?
Let's see. I am gonna go with block, and I'm gonna stay behind. I'm gonna duck, stay with my pillar.
All right. Then we will pass turn on to MJ.
Okay, I'm just gonna try my bayonet. I'm gonna try to shoot the turducken, just like with the in the middle.
Okay. And this is the bayonet hooked up to one of those crystals, right?
The crystal, yes, the bayonet hooked up to a crystal.
So I'm kind of imagining sort of like Link's sword in the super early Legend of Zelda, where like you can stab with it or like you can cast energy bolts with it. Is that kind of what you had in mind?
Yes.
Okay,
She actually has both crystals hooked up to it.
All right,
Because
cool.
Al gave her a crystal. Al gave her, I think, the light crystal, and she had the dark crystal. So they're both
That's
hooked
right.
up to it.
Okay. Awesome. Well, go ahead and roll your ranged attack for that.
Okay.
And did I tell you how much damage that the bayonet does? Was it?
You told me it was 2d8
Okay,
or 1d8,
yeah.
but we're level 15, so it's 2.
2d8. That sounds right. Okay.
I got 18.
18. All right. It is currently blocking. And it rolled a 29. So it is gonna block it. But it looks really, really cool as you pull this weird bayonet hooked up to a crystal, out, and it just launches this energy beam at it. But it does seem to soak up the damage this time, at least. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can I use a stamina point to try again? Or can I use
Absolutely.
a stamina point to get the chance to try again?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and spin the point, and then hit the little bonus action die on your character sheet. That is so close. I'm gonna call that.
No.
I'm gonna call that a 10. Go for it, because I want to see what this thing can do. It's close enough.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your attack again.
Me too.
And
Um,
oh darn it! It still blocked it.
where is it?
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
All right.
Next time.
Yeah. What defense would you like to go with?
Dodge.
Dodge. All right. And Wesley. It is your turn. You are underneath the belly of this mechanical beast. What do you want to do?
With the loudest voice Wesley can project. TD, what the hell do you think you're doing? This is the company you keep? Wizards shooting magic missiles, giving you laser beams. You need laser beams now. This is what you thought. This is what I worked for when I brought you into this world. Is this your peak future you had in mind? Working for this asshole? And I'm trying to daunt this turducken into at least questioning its alignment to the wizard.
Okay. Yeah, roll daunt. Let's see
I'm
how
at least
this
trying
goes.
to break up this duo. A 31.
A 31 is pretty impressive. It is harder to intimidate now because of Jeb's desire. Would you like to add a d6? Because you actually are close to being able to instill some doubt.
Sure. Oh no.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh darn, so close. So here's what happens. It sort of pauses for a second, and it glances down at you, and this loud.
I just
Go ahead.
I just say you can do better.
And in this loud, sort of robot-y voice that somehow also sounds like a bird, with the pitch and tempo of an angsty teenager, it just yells down at you like, well, at least the wizard was here.
Yeah. Wesley absolutely left for smokes and never came back.
Yep.
In the last vault. Okay.
And it is otherwise unaffected.
Okay.
What else? Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, that felt like an action, right? I need to roll for
yeah.
another action.
Yeah, that was a standard action for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Okay. You got
one
next one.
stamina point. All right. With my angsty bird son not responding, looking around the room, trying to remember what all my team is doing, and who needs what. I'm torn between whether I should be equipping MJ or Jeb here for success.
It's a good question.
MJ is our driver and needs a vehicle. Having just read summoning magic and seeing that I can summon objects and not just terrible creatures, I would like to try and magic into creation some sort of like mobile war chariot for MJ to drive, get around this battlefield easier.
Okay. Go ahead, spend a stamina point, roll magic engineering. We'll see how effective this is. If it's gonna be a unicycle or, like a monster truck.
I rolled this. Can I roll a d6 to get MJ her war machine?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a new action.
That's
so
a 38.
You can spend another one. Fantastic. All right, so. Ooh, accidentally kicked my desk. There we go. Everything's fine. So with a 38, yeah, you're able to summon something really, really cool. Feel free to edit this, but this is kind of what I'm thinking. If you've ever played the old Twisted Metal games, like the Warthog, it's like a Hummer with like rockets and stuff on it. I'm thinking like something like that, except it's the Lula-May lemonade truck as well. Like it's just that with these rockets and like crazy like scoop bumper on it and spikes and stuff all over it. and it's glowing because it's a summon.
Does it have like a comfy chair, like one of those like lazy boys to just sit in while you're driving it?
Oh sure, it's like one of those fancy like what's that brand? The something racer computer chairs that are like super ridiculously comfortable. It's something like that.
Does it have somewhere she can put her gun?
Yep. There's a gun
Like
rack.
if she's standing there, she like put her gun down, like.
Yeah, there's a gun rack in the cab that holds that. Yeah, Meeble, it pretty much is like the Sweet Tooth truck. Yeah, that's a good comparison from Twisted Metal.
Oh, those were my games.
Same.
I know.
Oh,
so
Twisted
much
Metal
fun.
2 was my jam.
Can I play the Lemonade jingle?
Absolutely.
Oh, what if it's a
absolutely
heavy
does.
metal version
I
of the
was literally about
Oh, it's even
literally
better.
about to say it's like a heavy metal version of the Lula May Lemonade jingle. So yeah, there you go. And you managed to summon it right next to MJ. So MJ, on your turn, you can hop right in.
Now, how did we establish my new tactical magic vest works? Is it when I magic or when magic happens around me?
I think it was when you magic. If it
I think
goes-
that's how we decided how it takes up charges. Yeah, so it's the Wesley's item that he took from the vault was like this new tactical survival vest that's got like almost like circuitry looking runes on it that when he summons this, when he magics bullshit into existence, drains off some of like the inefficient residual magic energy and charges up a little bit.
Yeah. Fantastic. What defense do you want to do?
Oh, I mean, being directly under the turducken, are we still in laser range, or are we in like stomping range now?
I'd say it'd be a little bit more of an effort for him to hit you with a laser at the moment.
Let's go deflect. I feel like there
Okay.
might be some stomping.
That's a safe assumption. Or some just sitting. All right. Last but not least, Amanda. What do you want to do? You've witnessed
the
all of
east-
these crazy things happening.
The easy part is defense is going to be deflect. So the more difficult thing is flavor-wise, I imagine that just with their eyes closed, they are hearing, but it's just they walk through there, just kind of like nimbly, just like getting out of the way of anything that's in the way, and to walk all the way over to, hopefully, just to get up where they're right behind the wizard and just tap them on the shoulder.
The wizard is pretty high up, because it's on this thing's back. So I think if you want to try and go up on top of the turducken, that's going to require a blend-in roll to sneak up there without them.
No, like
bucking you
I'm
off.
no. Okay, because I was doing this as in not sneaky, like literally just walking across the battlefield. Everything's going on, and just because there's so much going on, maybe not be noticed until the tap. But I can see where that's where the blend in might come in.
Yeah, because it'll involve walking up the thing's back, which it'll definitely notice.
Well,
Uh,
can I at least argue for nimble instead? Because she's not doing this to hide.
Sure, yeah. If you want to try it and like force your way up there without it not bucking you off or something like that, sure.
Okay. Whoa!
Nice. Yeah, nat 20, that makes it a 49. Yeah, you're able to hop up there and it of course tries to buck and get you off its back. But you keep your footing and yeah, you're able to get up next to the wizard.
And then just like taps him on the shoulder.
They look at you a little bit. What's the word I'm looking for?
peeved?
No, more just like slightly surprised, like huh, you shouldn't be up here. Like, what just happened? And yeah,
Well,
was there anything else you wanted to do?
uh, most people would call this a distraction,
It is distracting for sure.
but I can do more if you feel uncomfortable with that, wizard.
Uh, the wizard just looks, like oh, he's getting ready to attack you now. Is there anything else you want to do? Do you want to go for another action to do an attack?
Yes, and I'm guessing how this, just to at least add the nat 20 into it, since they're not wanting to talk, Amanda will just kind of like try to do a backflip off, and then just have like yo-yos like swing out to hopefully try to hit the guy. Would that be a
Okay.
cost of a stamina point?
Yeah. So using the nimbleness to get all the way up this thing's back without getting thrown off was an action. So spend a stamina point. Let's see if you get a bonus action, and
Okay.
and then have you.
Nope.
No. Darn. So you're still on the thing's back. And the wizard looks annoyed. You've definitely succeeded in distracting him. His attention is on you now and not on Lula May. And you are securely on this turducken's back. It's not throwing you off.
Yeah, and I haven't caused it any harm or anything. Like, I'm just there.
That is true.
And so maybe kind of like they'll just be very confused. But deflect is what I'm going with.
Okay. And I will also give you this, since you got a nat 20 to get up there. I will say this, that the wizard, when he doesn't speak, it doesn't quite seem like he's choosing not to speak. More like maybe he just has very limited functionality. Like maybe he's not an actual person.
Like it wasn't more of an actual words, it was more like grunts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more just facial expressions. He seems like maybe he's not an actual person, maybe more just like a illusion or like a magical construct type of deal. Not an actual human. You couldn't say for sure, but that's the impression you get being so close to it. All right, going back to the top of the order, we're gonna go to the wizard, who's now focused on Amanda, and is going to use magic at you. So he takes his wand and swings it, and that is a total of... Glare on my die. So it's 20, 32. To hit. 34. Nice. So you just barely dodge out of the way as this magical energy blast kind of zooms past you.
I love this. It's just like they're just like dodging out of the way, making sure they're secure, just like moving with every movement, and just there, not being any threatening, just there.
Nice. I'm gonna try to use a stamina point to get another action. I rolled a 17, so he's gonna try it again. For any of those watching at home, if you're wondering what this bonus action thing is, with Fundamental RPG, if you roll or you want to spend a point to get a bonus action, you roll a d20, and it's basically 50-50. If it's above 10, you get the action. If it's below, you don't. So that is a 29 on the magic attack. 35. So you dodge the second one as well. Nice.
I love this.
So the wizard just sort of grunts, not like in rage, but a little bit of frustration, and grunts, and is going with deflect as the defense. Turducken's turn. it's got so many targets that it wants to kill at the moment. Because Al has given it a big boo boo. Lula May's damaged one of its laser cannons, uh, but Wesley is right underneath of it, and just for all intents and purposes, just scolded him. And he's an angsty teenager mechanical bird. So yeah, he's gonna kind of like try to do like a jump and sit in place, which is gonna be, just because of the sheer size of it, is gonna be an area attack. So Jeb, you're gonna have to defend against this as well, but it's gonna be considered a melee attack. And that
Can
is
we spend stamina points to do like reaction abilities?
Not rules as written.
Okay, never mind then.
But I'm not opposed to cool ideas. What's your thoughts?
I want to shove Wesley out of the chicken.
I'm good. Stop it. I'm fine.
I got a thing. Don't worry.
I rolled a 34. I'm fine.
Oh shit.
No, do it. Do your thing.
Yeah, I'll allow it this time because it's the finale. This sounds really cool. I want to see what you come up with. Go for it.
All right. Cool. So what do I need to? Is it swiftness? What is that?
So you're just trying to shove Wesley out of the way?
Yeah, I don't want the chicken to sit on Wesley.
Okay, let's do like a might check.
Oh. Whoa, a natural 20.
Nice. Okay. So that's a 34.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were able to shove Wesley out of the area of effect for this giant, just body slam essentially. But I assume this is kind of where you were going. That is probably going to leave you without the ability to dodge yourself, so you'll take the full brunt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't worry, Raven. I got a plan and a fuck ton of guild coins. I'm good.
So that is that actually wasn't that bad. It's 12 damage.
Okay, cool.
I rolled low on all the die. All the dice.
Cool.
So yeah, Wesley, you're shoved out of the way. And Jeb is currently like squished underneath the turducken, but is, relative to that, okay.
Muffled cries under feathers.
Yeah. I think the turducken's gonna stick with block for now, which brings us down to Al.
What's between me and my sister right now?
Currently a turducken, a wizard, Amanda, Jeb, and sorta Wesley.
Okay.
I mean, many of those you'd be able to move around, but the turducken's blocking most of your path, yeah. Just saying, whatever you do,
Pull out a dog
those are
whistle.
the people in range of it. Oh no.
I pull out a dog whistle
Okay.
and I pop the little hose that Lula May helped me prep for this, and I stick the dog whistle in it. I summon Good Boy.
Fantastic. Remind me again, I know we talked about summoning a giant dog, right?
Giant magic dog. It's
Okay.
a summon creature, basically.
And we didn't talk about like any specific abilities or stats or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay.
We just both giggled at the idea of summoning a Good Boy.
Awesome.
Does it
I
have
just-
3 heads like Cerberus?
No.
No. I just want to make sure I didn't forget something that we talked about. So
In fact, it probably looks something like one of the Caucasian like the giant fuck. You know what I'm talking about, Jennifer.
96% floof.
And then the rest is bear.
Yes. They look like floofy bears. Yeah,
Oh,
they're pretty great. You could ride them into battle.
Exactly.
Russians
That's,
do.
as I said, it's summoning a giant one of these, aka the size somebody can ride around on.
Yeah.
Al wants to ride it past to get her sister.
Tibetan Mastiff. Okay. Yeah, it is roughly the same size as the turducken. It summons underneath of you, so you don't have to worry about climbing up on top of it. You are on level with the second floor now. So, like, if you look to the sides, you're seeing as if you were standing in that hallway. Like, that's the height you are. The dog lets out a big bark, which echoes all throughout the chamber, and is probably a little frightening. If the wizard were actually a human, probably would be a little bit intimidated right now. All of the rest of you are probably intimidated, but it's on your side, so it doesn't really affect you negatively. Yeah. You absolutely have this, and it is big enough that it can move past the turducken without it, like sitting on you or something like that. But it does draw the turducken's attention, so you're probably gonna, or not you, but Good Boy is gonna be the focus.
She's basically gonna get Good Boy to move in enough that she can drop off on one side of it towards her sister, and it can deal with turducken.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You summon it, you're able to move, and I'll let you dismount it as well if you'd like to get to your sister.
Yep.
We'll call
she
all of
she
that
has
one full turn.
told Good Boy to fetch turducken.
Okay. All right. On its I will have it go at the same time as you, so on its next turn it will start attacking the turducken. All right. Next, are you sticking with dodge?
Yep, because it works the best so far.
All
I
right.
just keep putting things between me and other things.
Jebediah, it is your turn. You are currently pinned down by this giant mechanical golden turducken.
Okay. That's a good place to be. I'm gonna struggle. Real valiantly. Can I like tug out any feathers or anything?
They're sort of one piece. They're more decorative than literal feathers.
I think suddenly there's a flash of memory. Jeb's seen this turkey before.
Right
Jeb's seen this turkey before, and it's weird. And he can't quite put his finger on it, but he's panicking, and he's getting real nervous because this chicken is real heavy and metal feathers hurt. But he's pretty well pinned down, and Jeb's gonna just want to be able to help, and it's gonna be Jeb's turn. Probably gonna cry a little bit.
Okay.
I'm loving Pat's face. This is Boss's face is pretty gold too. We're gonna see where this goes.
You yeah. The way you're talking, like, oh, what crazy idea do you have to get out of this? And then you didn't. I was just like, oh, now I'm sad.
Good. I exist.
All right.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna cry a little bit and gonna wish I was stronger and kind of under the chicken. That's all I got.
I mean, not that you're going to be able to do a whole lot of dodging while you're pinned down, but are you sticking with dodge as your defense if you get free?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be the case.
All right, then Lula May.
All right. So Lula May is starting to wonder about this like wizard
Mm-hmm.
and its level of actually existing. But she is real mad at, Turducken for hurting poor Jeb. And she's hearing Jeb get real sad, and it's bothering Lula May. So Lula May is going to take a shot at the turducken.
Okay.
And Lula May is going to get to roll 20. And she is going to take a shot with Old Dusty.
All right. $19. I rolled an 18, so that will hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh!
Ooh. That's big damage.
Oh, that's crit damage!
Yeah.
All right. Lula May has not been able to shoot for shit like this entire game. Like, I don't know if you all remember, but like it has been unfortunate.
Yeah, that is the trope where like it's crap until it's done for the first time and it's anime size.
Right. Like I literally feel like it's like now we have like plot dice armor because it's the finale.
Yeah. So yeah, you heard it significantly, and you sort of knock out one of those laser cannons in the process. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
She's gonna shout encouraging words to Jeb.
Okay.
And be like, "No, darling, you're doing great. We're gonna get you out of there. You're gonna save the day."
And Jeb, it's a little muffled, but you are able to hear it. All right, and then sticking with block.
Yeah, and my pillar. Lula May's not
Okay.
gonna move much. She's squishy.
That's fair. Yeah. MJ, it is your turn, and you are now inside this giant lemonade truck that's built for war. What are you doing?
Can I try magic?
Sure. What are you gonna try to do?
Okay. Since the truck has music, is there like a turducken ice cream truck tune or something that'll maybe get the bird's attention so it can stand up?
Gotcha.
Performance. Like, can she poke the buttons and try to?
Turducken mating
Yeah.
call.
Okay.
Turducken mating call. Turducken mating call.
Yeah, let's call that an art roll to alter the music to try
Okay.
and like basically
Oh my
like Pied
gosh.
Piper this turducken. I love that. It's amazing.
Okay, I might need to do a D6 if this is bad. So, oh my gosh, it's
13.
bad.
Yeah, throw a d6
Can I do
on
a
there.
D6?
Yeah.
Okay. Please be a 6. No.
That's still a 15. So I will say this: it does not quite have the full desired effect of getting it to turn towards you, but it is enough to perk it up a little bit, so it does stand. So it's no longer pinning Jebediah to the ground.
Okay. And I want to over there where the dog is well, just, you know what, I'll just leave it there for now, and then I'll see about doing an exit later if I can.
Okay. So you staying in the same
So
spot?
that's my turn. Now I'm going to stick with dodge.
All right, cool.
Yes.
in that case, it'll be Wesley's turn. Wesley, you've been shoved out of the way as the giant turducken sat down, and it's standing again now. There's a giant dog not too far away from you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it tracks.
Wesley's used to randomly summon bullshit. That's 100% on point for us.
Yeah.
How? So is the turducken fully standing, or is it like just enough off the ground where Jeb's like pancaked self is visible?
No, it's fully standing.
Okay. Kid, what the fuck are you doing? Stop doing that shit. Take care of yourself. And I am going to try and summon another useful thing for my party instead of random monstrosities. And it's remembering all of the time we've spent with Jeb on this trip and his proficiency with machines and engineering. I'd like to kind of start building around him almost like the fucking power loader from Aliens. I feel like he'll be harder to squish in a mech suit like that.
Okay. Yes, I am all for that. Go ahead and give it a try. So let's spend a stamina point and roll magic engineering.
Okay. A 41.
41, nice. Yeah. That's definitely a success. I'm trying to think of what this is going to do for Jeb, mechanically speaking. Let's say that adds a 41, like 20 temporary hit points mechanically. So that's the mechanic effect. Flavor effect is now you're in this really cool looking power suit and you can stomp around and feel more powerful.
Kid, stop trying to get squished. I've been eaten and attacked by mechanical suns and other creatures a lot longer than you have. I can take it easier. You're fine.
Mr. Wesley, I smell gasoline. Am I gonna be okay?
Yes? Do I also smell gasoline? Are you
Probably a little bit from the truck and the suit, I guess. It smells like magic gasoline.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the difference is, but you can tell it's magic.
Okay, and then looking around the room, we got Al with Al's sister, Doggo confronting Turducken, MJ's got her truck, so we've got... Okay. Trying to figure out what else I could do to help people. Wesley's not used to helping people.
Yeah, I was gonna say Wesley is the support. That's new. I dig it.
Yeah, Amanda's got shit well under control, I think, too.
Yeah. Amanda's doing surprisingly well for being on the back of this thing.
And has yet to actually attack yet either.
That's
You
true.
know what? Lula May looks like she's getting along fine, but her mobility is a little bit limited hiding behind this column. I would like to try and create I think I mentioned this in the chat, almost like a Green Goblin style flyer for her.
All right.
Some sort of like mobile disc where she could get around for shooting easier. So
Okay.
I'm trying to get her some flexibility for moving around so she doesn't get pinned down. I have to try and see if I get another action first.
Yeah.
Before I just
sorry,
declare this bullshit. Sorry.
I get distracted by chat with the ideas about the nat ones and stuff. It depends on. Oh, hey, nice. Never mind. Nat 20, you get another action and you don't have to spend a point. So go for it. Let's roll magic engineering.
And
hey, thanks.
Jen, feel free if you've got any suggestions for this to make it more lemonade branded and useful for you. Only a 35 that time.
All right, thanks, Michael, for the couple of extra d6s for the cast. So that puts you all back at 6. And a 35, yeah. It doesn't do anything super crazy, but it does allow you to fly and move around at your normal speed and look really cool while you're doing it.
Okay. I think it looks like, that clown head in the little clown cup thing in the Mario games?
Yeah.
Like the little flying little thing that you can get into.
Yeah.
It's that, except it's Levi the Lemon. And I imagine that it was like the stand, like you go to the state fair and there's the frozen lemonade stand. I imagine that's what it is, but it's like a flying version of that, complete with the little lemonade, like the lemon squeezing thing and all of the accoutrement, and it's just like Levi Lemon's face, like that type of a deal.
That's fantastic.
And
also next to you on it is your hallucination of Levi Lemon, who's just super happy about this, and looking up at you with thumbs up.
Yeah.
Encouraging you, cheering you on.
Yeah. Lulame is living her best, possibly gonna die in 8 seconds life.
Fantastic.
Lulame is this is the dream. This is all that we've ever wanted.
All right. Wesley.
I will continue to deflect and stay within melee, sitting, stomping range of my mechanical son.
Okay. And then next, that brings us up to Amanda.
Defense will be deflect.
Okay.
And I think just because I don't think I've actually used this all season, but had the idea for it and been trying to work towards it with the combination of life and kinetic to actually do a Fist of the North Star move. So I imagine they're going to try to do the Tenhai Kinsetsu, Heaven Breaking Life or Dawn, which they will try to destroy this by hitting the key points, of weaknesses, finishing with a boop of their thumb on their nose.
Okay. So, mechanically, what are you trying to do? I get the flavor, but
yeah,
just so I know what to have you roll.
I would think this is more they're using the combination of the kinetic and life to kind of roughly, instead of using life to actually drain, but to actually to focus the strikes so that it will actually spread along the body or the system to where it would harm the most, using that the advantage of life connects into things that are living and energy around us, even in say the battery about an person, to send this kinetic energy through the body.
So you're trying to use like a magic attack to do like crit damage by hitting a super vulnerable or critical spot with concentrated energy. Would you say that's accurate?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for the attack.
Okay. Would that just be engineering magic?
No, it's a magic attack.
Oh, got the two mixed up. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm going to use a D6 if you don't mind.
Sure. How do you have a 31 with a roll of 4 for your attack roll, though?
Because, let's see.
9 training, 9 stamina, 9... That does seem high for an attack roll.
Yeah, but it's using, I believe, the magic, which I have is part of the attack. And the magic engineering is a 24. So that's why I figured it's where it's getting the math from. Because there's
the 2 9s make sense. I was just trying to figure out why there's 3 9s.
They are using the key. They're using the training and the magic key points.
Oh, I see. So on your character sheet, you've got the 9 on the bonus to hit, but the training type actually automatically adds that in, so it should be 9 less than that.
Oh, okay. I thought we had to include it both in the bonus to hit and the thing.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like that's an easy thing to mix up. So it should actually be a 22 on the attack.
Okay, then
all right,
if
so let me
it's
see
going to be
what
a
the wizard does.
22, I'm going to juice that with 2d6 if you don't mind.
You can only use 1d6 per action, but you absolutely can use one of them.
Okay, thank you. Oh, that just gets it to
darn.
30.
30. Okay, let's see what the wizard does. This is the wizard you're attacking, right?
Yes,
Okay.
because they had said their defense is deflect, so I figured
26.
magic.
Yeah. So that's a 26 on their dodge, or not dodge, deflect. And you're doing a magic attack, so that will hit. Go ahead and roll magic engineering to see if you're effective on getting the crit, and then we'll have you roll damage.
Oh, okay. Dang it, roll 2 pets. Calm down, roll 20. Stop going too far. 39.
Absolutely. What you're trying to accomplish here happens. You're able to concentrate your energy into that one spot, combining your kinetic and life magic to do maximum damage. So go ahead and roll your magic damage. That should be 2d8, and then double that, so that would be 34. Nice. That is the first damage that the wizard has taken. And you already seem to have taken, knocked the wind out of him. He's looking not super great after that hit.
Yeah,
So
but
well done.
again, it is roughly on the body, it's like a constellation that ends with a boop on the nose.
Nice. Very nice. As soon as you boop the nose, this wizard, who seems pretty nonplussed at everything so far, kind of doubles over and looks very surprised for a moment, and clearly is not feeling the greatest at the moment.
Can I spend?
Go for a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your first action, so absolutely can try.
Oh! Oh!
Ouch. Yeah. Nat 1, that sucks. So that's it costs
That's
2
a
standard
9.
points and you don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Flavor wise, I imagine it's like after it's done, Amanda is just huffing.
That would, the way you describe that, it makes me imagine it would take a lot of energy to do. But that was really cool. It definitely inflicted a lot of damage and took some wind out of the wizard too. And that brings us. Oh, are you sticking with deflect or?
Yep. Because.
All right, that'll take us back up to the wizard's turn, and I'm going to use my crit with the wizard, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing just yet until after we take a break. So just have fun knowing that a crit's coming into play when we come back. We're going to take a 10-minute break, give everybody a chance to stretch your legs, grab a drink, snacks, that sort of thing. And then when we come back, we'll find out what the wizard does with that crit. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be really fun.
Oh! Sanity! Dropping it down! Dropping
Swapping
the mic!
characters. All right. Who you swapping?
I'm gonna swap you and me for a second, Raven.
Okay. When we come back, we'll find out what Zan does with the wizard.
Oh,
As-
and a crit too!
As gasoline sweeps the odor of gasoline rushes through the room.
Oh dear. All right. We'll find out what happens when we come back. Be right back. And we're back. I'm very excited to see what Zan has come up with. I'm going to get 5 minutes on the clock here. And there we go. You ready, Zan, to GM for 5 minutes while I play Jeb?
I have never been more ready for anything in my life, Raven.
All right, clock started. Let's see what you got.
Fantastic. So, as the turn comes back around to the wizard and to the giant turducken, truly foes that no one was expecting to face today, except Wesley looking back at the memories of mistakes made in the past. What can we do? We must rally and we must fight. And thanks to everyone's gifts from Wesley, we are prepared to do exactly that. However, with it being the wizard's turn, the wizard is going to pretty well bind. Well, no, we're not. We're gonna skip the wizard's turn for now. We're gonna go straight to the turducken.
Okay. Wizard's
Turducken.
gonna hold action.
Yeah, wizard's gonna hold action. Turducken is gonna sit down on Jeb once again. It's you're crushing the very life out of him, but
You get off him!
as I think
Jeb,
I think he
do
gets a
you need a
sudden
spleen?
surge of strength from Wesley's gift, and he's gonna lift the turkey, the turducken, above him bodily, and hold it in a momentary triumph. The first moment that he's ever embraced in his own strength, his own glory, is gonna hold it high. We're gonna see the wizard's hand slowly turn in a circle and create this nebulous purple energy ball that curves around over the side of the turducken and in to the chest of Jeb.
Lulame shrieks.
Insides feel tingly.
And as this happens, the smell of gasoline that's been infusing the room gets stronger and stronger, and the small scent of gunpowder. And if anyone's looking closely, they might see a small plume of black smoke coming from Jeb's mouth. So he looks up, eyes glowing bright purple. You see behind him a banner appear, written as though it's supposed to be on his back or maybe across the back of a cape, but no, it looms far overhead reading Bootylicious. And
That's
Jeb
a
looks
callback.
up and with a voice that's not his own says, "Oh, wow, this is weird. So you're doing that support thing now, huh, Wesley? That's cool.
Oh God!
Are you,
God fucking damn it!
Yeah. Oh, hey, you did you put on some weight, man? Like, you're looking a little rough there. What do you say we let's just you just want to kill it?
You know what? It's
Have you some of the meatball yet?
But between the two of us, I'm definitely the one you wouldn't recognize. Apparently.
No, yeah, no, this is fine. This is weird though. I feel like a pipsqueak, but fuck it. Let's do something now. And yeah, I think I'm gonna relinquish the rest of the time. That's all I needed.
What just happened?
Yeah, I think Lula May is gonna look down at where her sweet innocent Jeb once stood and look at and be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
I think that's what we
Sorry, I
they
was
call a bootylicious.
Where's our
we're gonna
friend?
Don't want you. I want Jeb back.
Where is he?
Oh, whoa, there's a lot of people here. I don't know y'all. Anybody got any gas?
Well, we don't know you, but can we have Jet back?
Oh, no, little dude's taking a nap. We're gonna party without him for a little while. I think it'll be okay.
We want him here.
He's here.
He's a guest of honor.
Yeah, I'm here, so. It's
But we don't
fine.
know you. Who are you?
Wesley, tell him I'm fucking cool, man. This is stupid. Tell him I'm fucking cool.
You don't
This
sound
is-
cool.
You can't call yourself cool.
Lulume's gonna cock her
Who the
gun.
fuck is this guy?
Look, okay.
Hey,
okay,
everyone,
okay.
it's-
Some loser.
Where's
This
where's
normally
Jeb?
normally
Wow.
I think like Sleep Saya has like a bugle or some shit to play, but this it's Merc. This is Merc,
Oh,
the grenade guy.
yeah, that's not going to be really helpful here. Jeb's more useful than somebody who can swallow a grenade.
Yeah,
No,
so
that's-
can he go and we get our friend back that we actually like?
What? No,
I apologize.
I'm basically a fucking god here. Like
I don't care.
We're in the middle of a battle and we're gonna argue about these semantics
That's
right
cool.
now.
I can
Okay,
become
so
a gun.
Lulume's gonna reach in. Lulume's gonna reach into her her utilikilt apron, and she's gonna take out one of her vials of the gasoline crystal dust concoction that she had earlier, and she's gonna toss it down to Merc, and she's gonna be like, "If you fuck this up, I swear to God, I will haunt the shit out of you for the rest of all of whatever the fuck lives you have left."
Oh,
I
fuck yeah.
apologize, wizard.
And she's gonna go back to train her gun on the turducken.
Don't apologize to the wizard. He was a bad influence on my son.
Yeah, but again, it's very rude to kind of like just we're focusing on this new asshole instead of them.
To be fair,
And-
man, you did like you never. I mean, you thought a birthday present was like a empty like oil drum. You said it was a grill, but it wasn't a grill, man. It was an oil drum.
Hey, look, excuse me. I know you have issues with parenting, whatever, but we have something else to deal with. So can you just go and get our friend back here? Bye.
Yeah, and a oil drum can be a grill. Well, if you do it just right, so you don't need to insult Wesley like that.
Now that I've updated
Somebody
the
just
overlay,
get Jeb back.
Yeah, get Jeff back.
the,
And Wesley's our friend too, so leave him alone.
the wizard and the turducken are staring at you all like, hello? We're in the middle of a battle here.
I
Hey, man, family
apologize,
reunions are
wizard.
sticky sometime.
Again, I am sorry for the rudeness, wizard.
Um,
I know you are a great fighter. You are great in your own right. But this is just like something new that
Can
changed.
I take a surprise action and just shoot the wizard?
no.
Aw.
we're gonna get back to turn order. But for anyone at home who hasn't seen the first campaign, Merc is the founder of the Church of the Sleeveless Way. So that's what's going on.
For any of you in the cast who haven't seen season 1,
Yeah.
Oh, you even went with the old font. Oh, it's so nostalgic.
Yep.
No, it's got
Oh,
sheep.
it is. Oh goodness.
You're
All
showing
right.
him zero respect.
So we're gonna return to the turn order. I'm just gonna go with the wizard, because that was wild. I loved it though. I'm really happy to see Merc again before the end of this season. But as I mentioned, I am gonna use that crit, it being the finale and all. So the wizard's gonna use the crit, and I'm going to roll a d6 to see who this targets.
I am very sorry, wizard. Like, you had a great aesthetic. You have a great Tadurkin here, and we should be focusing you. And I apologize for that.
Stop being nice to the wizard.
Excuse me, I'm a fucking god. Is no one gonna pay? Is just gonna tell me to leave? Like, this is
Yes,
fine. This is
go,
not the-
bye.
I gave you
Not-
your damn go-go juice. Now,
I
let's
appreciate-
put them
you know
god powers to use.
I'm gonna
You're-
snort it real soon.
You're no god
So-
of mine.
They've seen
Who
you
care?
kill.
Leave.
They've seen you murder a lot less people than I have.
I mean, are you going
Meanwhile-
to teleport us into the
Back
arms
at the
of a
encounter.
walking human resources lawsuit? Because, I mean, I'm just saying there may be a space open for you in our group. Yeah.
I don't care who you've murdered. You're in our way.
Oh my god.
We're
so it's
busy.
the wizard's
Go
turn.
away.
I'm
The
sorry.
wizard
Raven.
uses a crit. It's fine. The wizard uses a crit on, and I rolled a d6 to see who it would hit, and it's coming for MJ. So this wizard just sort of shouts. It's not really any words that you can make out. It's just like a shouting noise. and looks up to the ceiling, waving his wand around in the air. And when he brings it down, it slings whatever this is towards MJ. And this magical energy comes straight through the windshield of your truck. Now you can still roll defense. You could get a nat 20, in which case we'd have to redo the attack as normal. So go ahead and roll your defense, which currently is dodge. And we'll see what happens. So not a crit. So it does hit. And everyone notices this strange yellow glowing light coming from inside the truck. As MJ, the world seems to get bigger all of a sudden. Like everything inside the truck seems to get larger, or maybe you're getting smaller. It's really hard to tell what's going on. But suddenly everything smells like fresh lemons. And it's not an unpleasant scent, but it's very unnerving given everything that's going on, and just coming out of the blue. And as you turn to look at the side view mirror of the truck, you can see that you've been polymorphed into Levi the Lemon. So, yeah, you're fine for all intents and purposes. Mechanically, none of your stats change. Though it might be kind of hard to shoot your guns, since you have literally twigs for fingers. But yeah, you've been polymorphed into Levi the Lemon. It's not permanent. After the encounter, you'll go back to being MJ. But for everybody else, you witness MJ getting polymorphed into this lemon person.
MJ, when I said we were going to be best friends, I didn't mean it like this.
That's not normal. I don't know if y'all are aware.
That's really fucked up. You shouldn't change other people into things. You should just make what you want to make.
This didn't happen before the Bootylicious showed up.
That's the wizard's turn. The giant gold mechanical turducken is next. I think it has a new priority. Given that Merc has now lifted it up and just appeared and things got really weird. So I think it's going to take a couple steps back and try to blast Merc with the laser cannon that's still working. So that's a magic attack coming for Merc.
Just to be clear for the rest of us, this is all still in Jeb's body, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, just smoke coming from his mouth and his chest where he was shot. Yeah, just the scent of gunpowder and gasoline and a little bit of bacon, a little bit of dire dog shit, little bit of dirt, and the distinct smell of catapult, which is a unique smell on all of its own.
It seems to be taking Merc seriously, because
Okay.
I rolled a 37 on magic attack.
What defense did I say that I was doing?
Jeb was doing dodge.
Okay, well, let's roll with what Jeb would do then.
Okay, 25. Not quite enough.
Shame.
So that is going to hit. But it is missing one of those cannons, so it's not going to do quite as much damage. So it does 15.
That's exactly as much damage as it did before.
I know. It doesn't roll as much. It just rolled better. But you still have the temporary hit points from your power suit, which is starting to fall apart around you now.
Oh yeah. It's not doing great, but we're still there, so it's fine.
All right. All of that out of the way, Al. Your dog's starting to attack the turducken now, assuming that's still what you want it to do.
Yup, and the wizard just turned MJ into a lemon.
Mhm.
I'm going to use yoink and yoink all the wizard's magic out.
Okay. You can certainly try.
Basically, like, reaches as if she's grabbing shit and then just yanks back with, like, closed fist.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a magic attack.
Okay, how do I roll magic attack again?
So it's a d20 plus your stamina score plus any training you have in magic attacks.
Should I do? Okay. I already have it put together for myself. I forgot.
Nice. And this is basically
23.
just to okay. It's basically just to see if you're able to land
Okay.
the yoink. 23, and that is not enough. So that is gonna hit. Go ahead and roll magic engineering to see how effective it is, and spend a stamina point.
Yep.
For the effect. Excuse me.
31.
Oh, nice. It's very effective. You start pulling this magical power out of this wizard.
I kind of imagine it looks like she might be stealing his soul.
Kinda, yeah. Like there's this this warped image of the wizard as it's like being pulled towards Al, and it's starting to like flicker in and out of existence. But Al, you feel. I'm trying to remember. Was it you that tried to pull energy out of the wall at the entrance?
Yep. And let me guess, it's connected to that well.
It feels almost identical to what happened at the door.
Can I get some of my stamina back by absorbing this?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
How much? One or
Let's
two?
say three. Let's say 3 stamina points that you get back.
Oh, that's more stamina points than I've used.
Fantastic. So then back to full, and then you also realize like this is a little too much power. It's coming in a little hot, and so you need to make a decision on what you want to do with the excess.
I'm using the excess to buff up Good Boy.
Okay. So
I am
channel that-
redirecting magic.
Nice. So yeah, you pull some magic out of this that's it's a little too much for you to handle, so you redirect it into Good Boy, who just wags his tail really fast and starts attacking the turducken. Turducken and Good Boy are having a giant kaiju battle now in the middle of the room, and are less so much participants in the encounter for the moment as they are environmental hazards now. So be careful. But yeah, but the wizard just sort of blinks out of his existence and is no longer here.
It's like, fuck you.
So yeah, well done. You
That is what she
Sort-
says as soon as he blinks out of existence. It's fuck you.
nice. You sort of defeat the wizard.
Am I still
It's not
11?
here at least. You're still a lemon. It'll last for 2 rounds. So all right. So Al, anything else that you want to do? Muted.
Yeah, she's gonna cut the lady free and be like, how the fuck did you get here?
Okay. I'll come back to that reaction on the next turn. Because there's going to be a little bit involved there. next turn is Merc.
Excellent. So, before anything, I just need to say this. MJ, I hope you're not sour about being a lemon. I wanted to say it at the time, and I didn't want to interrupt anybody, but it was too good to pass up. As far as what Merc's going to do, Merc's going to look down at the smoking hole in Jeb's chest and go, that's not great. That's man, if we're lucky, he's going to feel that. Hey, y'all, I'm going to teach the kid how to do something real weird. And, yeah. So I'm going to harken back to Merc's old life drain ability.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to life drain on that turducken.
Okay. I'm guessing part of that jump up to level 15, you took life magic.
Yeah, that was my bonus asset. Yeah.
Cool. Go for it. That's going to be a magic attack.
Okay.
To see if it hits, and then we'll see how effective it is.
No, I'm going to use that nat 20 that the good fellow Michael gave me.
Nat 20. Was there a crit?
Not that I know of.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
There was
No, there was
advantage at the.
D6. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
There are 66 available though.
Okay. Cool. Then I will still make that roll. Then that was a magic engineering.
Magic attack. So this is to see if it lands, and then it'll be magic engineering to see how much you drain.
Okay. So let's do that. How do I roll magic attack?
It'll be
Or
your
this.
d20 plus stamina plus any training you put into magic attack.
Okay. I don't see just a dice for it. Interesting. Okay, so that'll just be a d20 plus...
Your stamina score.
Yeah, so it's a d20 plus 4 plus 6. That's a d20 plus 10. Okay. Cool.
17,
So 27.
All right. And I rolled a nat 1, so that definitely hits. And so now you'll roll magic engineering to see how much life you're going to drain out of this thing.
Wow, that was hot garbage. It's a 3.
22. Would you like to add a d6 onto that?
Yeah, I'm going to add a d6 on it. We're trying to save Jeb's life here, so we're going to add a d6. 27.
27. Okay. So that is a, let's see, 15 is a d4, 20 is a d6. So 25 is going to be a 1d8 plus stamina score, I believe.
Right, so it's 1d8 plus 4. So that'll be 10 damage total.
Okay, so Jeb gets 10 health back.
Yeah.
And Victor Duckin takes some damage.
Oh, my son.
And it's now starting to leak what looks like motor oil, and it's got some bolts and things like that coming out of it.
I think as... Oh,
looking
sorry.
rough. Go ahead.
I think as the life drain happens, there's like purplish energy swirling around the hole in Jeb's chest, just for flavor's sake as it's trying to heal it.
Perfect. Love it. All right. Anything else Merc would like to do? Was there anything else you wanted to do there, Zan?
No, that's it. I'm good.
All right. Lula May, you're floating around on this lemonade stand hoverboard thing with Levi sitting next to you. You've witnessed everything that just happened. How do you want to do this?
I mean, Lula May is normally an unflappable lady, but she has found herself to be somewhat flapped in this moment. So I think if Lula May has learned anything from this experience, it is going to be that perhaps magic is best left to those who really understand. And she's had some real good luck with old Dusty, and she's just going to go the tried and true method. You know, Big Daddy always told her not to mess with a classic. So Lula May is going to take another shot at this turducken and hope to Christ that Merc doesn't get them all set ablaze and that Wesley doesn't transport her into like the middle of a ficus or something. So, yeah, we're gonna roll. We're gonna go back to she's just gonna take a shot.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
That's a nat 20.
Nice. That's gonna hit for double damage. Go ahead and roll. I did not get a crit, so that will hit.
That we got 14 damage.
No!
Right? Can I add a d6 to my damage?
Yeah.
I can?
Yeah, it won't get doubled, but it gets tacked on to the end of it for sure.
All right, kids, we're gonna do that. I mean, what do we have 5 and we've got what, like 40 minutes left? I think we could do that.
Yeah.
And it was a freaking 1!
15 is more than 14.
15 is more than 14. You know, that's what we do.
All right.
Hey, Wesley, she seems her gun doesn't jam. Did you like trade up?
Yeah,
Oh.
we've been dealing with some more reliable people this time around.
Oh.
Lula May is gonna fix Merc with her best, like, church lady smile, and she's gonna say, "Well, bless your heart, darling."
Oh!
That's I know you just met her, but that's not, the words sound good, but they're not.
I'll have you know that this is a Big Daddy Jessup special, and it will not be disrespected in this house, my friend.
No, that was a compliment. I'm impressed. No, when the
Yeah.
last time we did a vault thing, the gun jammed like every second fucking shot. It was
She's
really
just gonna be
awful.
looking at him, and I imagine it's like there's like a little animation of Merc digging himself a hole with like a shovel as he tries to explain himself. And she's gonna go and sort of like hunker in her like lemon like thing.
You disrespect my friend here. You got away another friend. If there wasn't this Tadurkin, we'd be fighting.
No, that wasn't a disrespect thing. That was the last people we worked with did not maintain their weapons as well as Lula May does. It was a surprise when I met you.
Wait, they don't maintain their guns? What sort of animals were you working with?
Can we possibly maybe have this like New England family reunion when we're done?
Yeah, but as long as we get Jeb back.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, this
On that
guy's got
note-
IBS. I'm not any happier about being here either.
on that
Okay, now you're
note,
just
is there anything
insulting.
else Lula
What
May wants to do?
Oh, you're
Um,
insulting Jeb now? The body you are in?
So I don't think that there's like anything like, I mean, MJ, even though she's a lemon, is like in the car, so she's pretty safe. And like, there's really nothing that like Lula May's not a healer. And how is the turducken looking?
Oh, it's looking rough. It's pretty rickety. It's creaking, and in its mechanical, foul language.
Okay.
Looking at Wesley, going, "Why, Father? Why?"
I think you don't have a hold action. There's not a hold action like trigger like system. We don't have one, do we?
No, not really.
Okay.
No.
So she's gonna train her like gun on the turducken and sort of move. I'm imagining she's using the like lemonade, like the lemon squeezer juicer thing as like the steering for this little lemon mobile. And she's gonna move it so that it's like by the car that MJ's in, like kind of pull back a little bit and
Okay.
like wait to take her next shot.
You can absolutely do that. All right, and MJ, it is your turn. You are still a lemon person. Firing guns is a little hard. You don't have a lot of dexterity in your hands because they're
I have a
little stick figure
question.
hands.
I have a question. Can I try to do a stamina point now to see if I can get an extra action?
Sure.
Okay.
And I did want to clarify, though you can't see over the wheel, you do have enough reach that you can hit the gas and steer.
Okay, I'll
So
keep that in mind if I don't.
That
If
is
I
still an
fail
option.
this roll.
Just in case you just want to ram that vehicle right into it. Just
You don't have to do
we want
that.
you to know that that is an option.
But yeah, I want to make sure you know that that's still an option. You're not
No,
Put
it's
it in
over.
reverse and get away.
or that.
Go live your life as a happy lemon person.
No, what she was
Life-
going to
life
do
just-
was
Life just,
try
just gave you
to-
lemons, so make some lemonade.
okay. Let me rethink this because she can't. There's only one action, so she can't distract and do the other magic thing.
I tell you what, since it is the finale, we're getting close to done with time as well. Do you want to use one of those d6s on your
Yes.
bonus action roll?
Yes.
All right, we'll do
Let's
that.
see. 4.
Perfect. Bonus action.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. So what she's going
I want to
to
see what you come
do
up with.
is she's going to like try to do like the a dance to the jingle to distract the turducken.
Okay.
So there's a dancing, singing limit.
Let's do an art roll just to see how
Okay.
effective the dance is.
Can Lulame assist somehow?
I'll just give a bonus for moral support.
I love it.
Okay, let me do the art roll. 26.
Perfect. Fantastic. Yeah. You're doing
Okay.
you're finding your inner lemon power and just nailing this dance. The turducken is very distracted.
Okay, and
Mesmerized, really.
oh goodness, what was she going to do now?
Holy shit, MJ was the bard all along.
Of course. I mean, lying, dancing. Of course, MJ's the bard.
Okay, it's the turducken. There's the room has like a regular door, right?
Yeah. It's a little bit too small for the truck to fit through normally.
But it's
You
way
just
too
crash
small
through
for
it.
the. But it's too small for the turducken to fit through too, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, could she use the spatial? Well, this might be too hard though.
Oh, that's
She
right.
was
You
gonna-
took gate magic.
Yes, she was going to try to move the turducken so it's stuck in the door.
Sure.
While it's distracted.
Yeah.
That would move Amanda too, wouldn't it?
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Hey, I just need the clarification. Thank you.
Sorry, Amanda.
Hey, you do your bliss.
Okay, what do I roll?
This is just magic engineering, and then just tell me where you want the portals to be. The higher your roll, the bigger the portal you make, is how this works.
Okay. So it's
17. Would you like to add another d6?
Yes.
Okay.
I just
Fantastic.
realized you could teleport parts of a person's body.
I didn't think about.
Not exactly.
Or
Her
there's
goal
a
is to-
chance they wouldn't survive it.
Her goal is to get that turducken stuck so it can't move.
Well, that makes
Um,
sense. You're just moving the location of the feet. So kind of Looney Tunes situation.
That's basically how it goes, because that makes it a 20. So yeah, it's a 15 would be enough for its foot. Now you're able to get like both of its legs, essentially, by making a portal underneath of its feet. I'm just gonna Yeah,
Yes.
It's not fast enough to move out of the way. So the feet go through one portal. Where's the exit portal? Where it has to be within line of sight, but you can put it anywhere you want.
Can it be on the opposite wall?
Yes. So on the opposite wall, you open up a gate, a spatial magic gate, and so this turducken suddenly gets a lot shorter as both of its legs fall through this gate underneath of it, and two giant chicken legs basically stick out of the opposite wall, and it's stuck.
Thank you. And I will take a bow, a lemon bow.
Fantastic. Yes, now MJ is thinking of portals. Exactly. I love it. That is amazing. So yeah, it's very stuck in place. It's not looking healthy, and it's very disturbed now that it's looking at its own legs on the other wall. Wesley.
So it's the turducken's kind of shrunk down to floor level ish and is incapacitated ish. Sounds like.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk up to the faces of my son. And it just it's enough. You're better than this. You could do better than this. There's more out there in this world for you than being trapped in different vaults. You can accomplish so much between the three of you. And you just need to go find someone that's not me and not maybe a hologram of a wizard. And I'd also like to try and teleport the turducken, but I'd like to send them some other random place on Calamity to start their life anew.
A really nice farm with some bunnies and a little pond. And...
Mine isn't a gate, Michael. I know what you're about to say.
Yeah.
So it's just the turducken.
So
And you're close to
won't
the
get-
ground now.
Amanda probably won't get sucked into this. Probably. Go ahead and roll magic engineering. Oh, first roll speech just for free because I just want to see how effective your heartfelt plea is.
It's not going to be
On,
effective. 10.
10.
Big ol' 10.
Okay. And go ahead and roll teleport. Or magic engineering rather for the teleport.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. So remember what we said that vest does?
Yeah.
So
I
you
think
can roll
so.
with advantage.
Oh, I didn't remember. Thank you for remembering.
You're welcome.
I only rolled a 5, but it brought it up to a 32.
Fantastic.
Their turducken is only one thing. Do I
Yeah,
need a D6 to pull this off?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You go to teleport it, and it does disappear. And you are now out of combat, and there's a voice that says, "You pass," as in you passed the test. And Al, you look down to this lady that you know as the person that fixed you up, but is actually your sister. And they smile up at you and say you all pass. And she hands you like a little memory card thing. And says, "This will let you remember your sister if you choose to use it." And hands that to you before disappearing.
okay then. Now that's done with. Now
I was really hoping nobody overheard that, but just quietly pockets it.
Yeah, that part was just loud enough for Al to hear it, but because you're on the other side of the room.
And if you don't mind, for flavor-wise, when the turducken disappeared, and Amanda just kind of did a somersault to land on the ground.
Perfect. And with that, like I said, you're out of combat.
Am I still a lemon?
No, you're...
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to clarify that. So it was just for 2 rounds. So after about a minute, you turn back into yourself.
Oh, good.
And I imagine probably all of the summoned things gradually fade away as you're out of combat and everything. And the back wall of this room starts to glow in the shape of a giant door. And the wall where that is eventually also fades out of existence. And you can see a big, bright, shiny vault full of treasures on the other side. What do you all do?
Now, Bootylicious, you've been insulting our friends. Now,
What?
Bud.
As
Now-
Do I gotta pull you out of Jed?
No. See, look, the magic that I did, it's healing him. Y'all just gotta like fucking deal with me for like 5 more minutes. Look, man, like I said, I'm not thrilled about this. I saved the kid's life.
okay then.
How?
Okay, so you're gonna get mad. I gave him a little bit of my power, and I can kind of siphon life from stuff. So now he can too.
Yeah, but how?
So-
He's never met you.
Yeah.
And
no,
why would we be
dude.
mad about that?
Oh well, because he's gonna be hungry.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean it's useful, but it's.
So do you have like a physical bite we could just feed you to him?
I'm really far
Wait,
away
did
from
he-
here. Little
Oh
dude was
shit!
little,
Did he
little,
yoink you too? Because that's what I've been doing to people with their magic.
little dude was just like he was seemed pretty shook. I kind of feel a bit like an asshole. Like this would have been a really good opportunity for him to like be brave and stuff. And I kind of feel like I stepped on that for him just a little bit.
Yeah.
But hey, look, dude was gonna die. He was good. Look, okay, so just here. Okay, so I'm like 150 miles that way. There's some weird peaks. There's some weird mountains. One of them doesn't have a peak on it, and I'm over that way. So if you want to send the kid that way, I can teach him how to like do stuff with this, and maybe.
We don't trust you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
and you
fine.
sound like an asshole, and I don't want Jed to be an asshole too.
He's really nice.
So,
I mean,
And Merc's not an asshole.
Thank
For
you,
the record.
friend Wesley. I appreciate that. That's very
I
kind.
don't know you. You just took over our friend and are
I
like
saved
to us.
he got shot in the chest and I saved his life. I don't understand the hostility here.
I mean, Merc is kind of an asshole, but he's a lovable asshole.
I'm
No.
sorry. I don't mean to.
wait, aren't you the guy that made Sleep Saya?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucked up. You didn't give him enough common damn sense. I have to go and have
Okay,
have
well,
somebody repair him
I-
right now
I
because you
commissioned
made
him.
it so he didn't.
I
he
commissioned
fucking
him.
forgot that humans need water.
Ulamay's gonna go toward the
How
treasure.
are you that bad at programming a robot?
The Teds built him. I commissioned him. That's all.
You don't know how to talk to them.
That's not what he said. He said you built him.
Oh. No,
Yeah, but I
he's-
mean, can you trust Sleeve Saya? Did you
He's a
see how he
douche.
was built?
Yeah.
yeah. He wasn't
A man-
around then.
You guys don't know how to manage them.
You don't understand. Sleep Saya and I had some good talks.
yeah,
Yeah.
even Sleep Sila is better than you, Bootylicious.
I
Maybe
don't want
it's
to say
Merc,
that
but
fun.
that's-
Like Sleep Saya is pretty fucked up.
That's
No.
objectively
Yeah,
false.
Sleep Saya, dude. He was
Right.
taking oil baths daily. Do you know like how much extra upkeep you would have to do to your own systems? Like
No, but I
he's
thought
eating
that was a
time
good...
out of both ends.
Ulamay's gonna stick her head out of the doorway to where the treasure is,
Yeah.
and she's gonna say, not only did he take daily oil baths, but he had a series of subscriptions to some very vulgar lug nut and gear magazines that I mean-
the
Oh my
gross
god,
ones.
no.
Actually,
Yeah,
that was
it was-
that.
it was-
To be
it
fair,
He got it
that,
for Silver Liner.
that is on me. I bought him those as a.
You
as a
would
birthday
buy him
present.
those.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
See the
Yeah,
type.
this is
Seems
why
so
we don't
happy.
want Jeb learning from you.
Yeah,
Look at
we're
it.
basically screw you. We want Jed. They're better.
I think
Yeah.
with that he's going
Again, in case this wasn't explicitly clear, Jeb would have been dead if he wasn't here.
Oh,
So-
I know.
so
That's why
maybe-
For
we're
him to
not
go
gonna
away
do-
until he's done peeling Jeb.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I'm not gonna go and sit.
Okay, thank you for
Shit,
saving
I
our
don't know what I'm
friend.
doing
Now, please, after he heals, you can leave. That way, there's the
Allison
door.
starts wandering towards the exit door.
We're gonna go
There's-
get
there's-
Confusion.
Wait, the treasure is this way.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
Amanda-
Yeah, we're
come
going to the
for-
treasure.
I
Amanda-
didn't come for any of the treasure. I
Hold
told
on,
you I
like-
was looking for my sister, and
But-
I think
Yeah,
I
but let's
might
get
have
some
found
treasure
her.
for your sister.
Yeah, Amanda will give Merc the middle finger before going towards the treasure.
Okay.
I have a funny feeling I'm not going to be that far away from you guys anyway, and
Well, I was
Obvious.
going to take my treasure and I was going to buy a place and take away from Danco.
Good
Far
plan.
away.
I know a place you should settle down in, and somebody you should be talking to.
So-
Fuck it, I'll help MJ pick what the good shit.
Does
Alright.
Mark come to get treasure as well?
No. I'm gonna. I can read the room a little bit. I'm gonna
sorry,
hang
we're
out
so
here and have
mean.
this. So the kid doesn't smoke. Does anybody have a cigarette or some
Yeah.
gasoline?
At
or
least
something?
come in and fill Jeb's pockets with shit so that the kid has something.
All right.
Al pulls out a cigarette, gives one to Merc, passes one over to Lula May, pulls one out for herself,
While
and then pulls out a lighter.
While Mark is looking through treasure, Lula May is going to be talking to him about some of the administrative, process changes she's been working
Oh
on
my
with
God.
the
Yes.
Church of the Sleeveless Way, and how it will bring greater productivity to their raiding and plunder metrics.
Wesley is hovering for this whole thing too, because he's got a lot to say about Sleeve Saya changing the sacred text, and also when are you coming back so I don't have to run things.
He's just looking at the entire time Lula May is going. He's just looking at Wesley like, help. Help.
So,
Uh,
you know
so
that
what-
saying like never meet your heroes. I feel like this is the inverse of that.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys all doing after this? Are you going to come to my planet to live?
You're buying a whole planet?
I don't know. Can I with this?
I would like to, but I am needing to find the person that smells of sunflower seeds.
Well,
Do
before,
you realize
before you,
that sunflower seeds have absolutely no smell, right? They sent you out looking for nothing.
Before
There's
you
nothing
go,
to find. You just need to be yourself.
before you go
Yeah.
spending your treasure, before it's in your pocket, let me tell you what you find when you walk in the room. So, first of all, Lula May was heading there, I think, before everybody else. So, Lula May, back at the beginning of the vault, you asked for knowledge, right? That's what you wanted?
Yes.
Was there any specific type of knowledge that Lula May wanted?
Well, at that particular moment, she wanted knowledge on how to get everyone through the vault trial safely, but instead she got a wizard.
Right. That's fair. That was part
So
of the
I think if we
challenge.
were going to amend it, the next thing she would want to know, because she's worried about Wes. So I think she'd want to know about using the magic safely and consistently.
Okay. In that case, you find a formula for converting dark lyridium into purified lyridium, so that you can use it safely.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Trying to think of who should get a particular item. Okay. Amanda, you wanted to know how a fish could defeat a dragon. And you're also still hunting for the man that smells like sunflowers, right?
The person that smells of sunflower seeds, because
Person.
the technique of how a fish can defeat a dragon is going to be key to defeating the person that smells of sunflower seeds.
Okay. You find a so basically like an ancient martial arts tome that teaches you how to basically waterbend. And it has a map to a location. There's no like indication of what's there, but you just get a feeling like you should go there, and that'll be like the next step in your quest. And then Al, you wanted to solve the mystery of who's your sister.
Or where my sister is, or
Yeah.
why can't I find her?
Yeah. And you basically, they just handed that treasure to you. So that is
So she's already got her. She already pocketed her treasure. She's not particularly concerned that there's not something for her.
Yeah. MJ, inside the vault is like an ancient title, essentially, or deed to a moon, a habitable moon, that you can use to claim that particular land. So yeah, you basically, it's not a whole planet, but you get your own moon.
And everybody got out alive.
Yeah. Jeb
Mostly.
slash Merc. Jeb finds this is gonna sound so cheesy, but it's the best thing I can think of for what Jeb wanted. It's like a self-help book on how to be confident, but this one actually works. Like, if he reads this, he will gain self-confidence and feel more brave.
Oh man, that's pretty lame. Wesley, what's up with this guy, man?
Listen, he's a good kid. He's still learning shit.
That's
a
a
lot
damn
braver.
good book for Jeb.
Yeah, I think that'll help. He's really,
Definitely doing better than you.
definitely, higher up than all of the other Teds that are around the compound. He's got, I believe in this kid. He's got a future.
Yeah.
All
If he doesn't
right.
get shot by more wizards.
That's
Is that-
okay.
Does
Cool.
the don't die whatever the hell you did to him happen all the time, or is it like a
I
one-time
mean,
thing?
he's gonna be hungry, so he's that thing that I used to do where I would into people's chest. He's gonna want to do that sometimes now. So it's probably all like I'm sure there's no other side effects or anything to this. This is gonna be fine. And I think as he says that, electricity crackles on his shoulders and runs down Jeb's arm, both of them, stopping at his wrist, forming like kind of an electric fishnet sleeve. And Merc's gonna look down and go, "Oh, that's fucking weird," and is gone.
That's cool. The book also has some information on helping Jeb control his magic.
Oh wow, this is. I mean, I would really treasure the gift of remembering what happened a little bit more. I think, but this is cool too. I'm happy. This is great. I like books.
So
goodness.
I have a moon.
Cool.
I have a book.
You guys want to share?
Tell you what, MJ.
There's one more
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Wesley.
yeah.
Wesley wanted power. So what you find is essentially like if you've ever seen Dragon Ball, they've got like the dragon radar where it's like this weird compass type thing that leads them to where the Dragon Balls are. It's kind of like that, but it leads you to ancient artifacts and vaults. So it's not like everything that you see on this little radar is going to be a big treasure vault. Some of it will just be artifacts and other locations. But basically, you can vault hunt way better than anybody else now, and learn more about this ancient civilization and get power through that. And in addition to that, there's also tons of gold and guns and other things in this vault for everybody. So that is the end of the vault. Where do you all go?
Do I find a nice set of veneers or false teeth or anything? Because that would be really nice. I don't want to go back to that dentist.
You don't find that, but there's plenty of money for everybody here that you can go to an actual dentist and get your mouth fixed up.
I'm pretty sure that's the same thing as Dr. Ted.
Oh, no, a real dentist. Make sure you're knocked out before they do surgery.
Um,
We'll look out for you.
by chance, is there a lunchbox in here that can fit stuff in there?
Sure, there can be a lunchbox.
It's another callback.
Oh yeah. It's
Wait
not
a
a
sec.
lunchbox of holding like the first one. But there is a lunchbox in here if you want there to be a lunchbox.
Yeah, like Amanda, like what they've done instead of looking at the gold or the gear, they look at any like shields or mechanisms that might be in here that are pretty tiny and could all fit into a lunchbox. Goes, okay, would you guys like to help me kill a guy or a person? I don't know which.
I think Lula may look down
Something
at
I
her.
gotta do.
Hold on. What was Lulame looking down at?
I think Lula May is gonna look down at her formula and kind of look up at everybody, and like she's gonna look down and she's gonna say, could build a hell of a compound on a moon. And Wes, if you're gonna find all them vaults, you're gonna need an awful lot of magic power, and we could use somebody with confidence and and she's gonna kind of like nod to everybody and be like, a good memory. And Al, if you found what you're looking for, you're gonna need a place to sort of have a home base. And darling
I was
Amanda,
actually gonna say, if I find what I'm looking for, you're gonna want to meet her.
Okay, and darling Amanda, you're gonna need a place to train, use that new power you got. And I mean, just the way I look at it, I mean, I feel right now like I feel like second movie in a trilogy vibes right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I get this moment like we've reached a certain point. If there were like a plot diagram, like I feel like there's like some bit left to go, but we're like all the way up here. And the way I look at it, I mean, we did so well this first time, we may as well figure it out together.
Should we call it the Lula Moon?
Darling, I wasn't going to say anything, but since you brought it up,
Wait.
What about?
Lemonade. I love it. Oh, I thought that's nice.
Lula Maid.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes, Jeb. You love
I think the name.
person.
I think Luna May would be a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since you're gonna be on the moon.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it, darling. Not at all.
What? I whisper to MJ, I'm like, weren't you starting your own business on the moon? Shouldn't it
Yeah.
be like MJ's moon?
Oh no, my name's not on it, but I'm in charge.
I like the puns, but like it's your thing, right?
No, my name's not on it, but I'm in charge. I am the president of my moon.
I was gonna say MJ's just like, you can have whatever business you want. I'm the landlord.
I'm gonna get a big plaque that says "President of the Moon."
Well,
Lula is gonna hand MJ like an extra like sack of gold to be like, here's a couple months rent in advance.
With all of that, Wesley, if you're not opposed, I will give you free teleport to teleport all of this and all of you wherever you want to go on the planet.
I was gonna say all of these these callbacks and deja vu from the last vault makes me think that there could just be hordes of people waiting right outside the door to ambush us and rob our shit. So like, why don't we teleport trial? Teleport?
That sounds a little scary, but kind of
Yeah, can you send
exciting,
me back to the place
actually.
you sent me last time?
Please don't send me to the other world again.
Hey, Mr. Wesley, there's a lunchbox here, and there's a person.
My lunchbox.
It's really great. I like the design on it. But there's a person with a beat up gun and a person covered in fire. And it looks like there's an invisible person. And I don't really know, but I feel like he's an asshole. Can you tell me about these people sometime? Can I keep following you, Mr. Wesley?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you would. Yeah, absolutely.
So do you want a compound on the moon, on my moon?
Oh, darling, you can do whatever you want with your.
No, I'm asking him because I need some more rent.
I don't know. I don't know if the cult is in a position to start I think there's some management issues that need to. I think we need to get the cult here in the black before we can start a second location.
MJ, any of the gold, of mine, you can take. I just want the machinery and stuff. That's more useful for me than any gold.
I could hold onto it in my bank on my moon, and then we could just use it as we need it.
Allison is decked out in fucking gold chains.
Wesley,
Her pockets are like, she's just been picking up things without even looking at what she's grabbing at this point, and just like shoving them into pockets because it's all loose.
I mean, you guys are a pretty good team, so I guess we could split it all, and I won't take all of it. I've got like I've got the bag that Lula May gave me, and I've got more.
Amanda, even you need a place to sleep sometimes. Take some goddamn money.
My first, if I live or die, as long as I can take care of the person that smells of sunflower seeds that destroyed my order, like that's my only goal.
Sure, I built your training facility. You can come stay with me.
So you all want to go and kill a guy, but just later is what you're saying.
Yeah, we got our shit to deal with first, and then we'll deal with your shit.
Oh, that's fine.
All right. So, because we're pretty much out of time here. So, the teleport. Is everybody teleporting to the same spot or different spots?
Sounds like the same spot.
Allison is actually trying when being teleported to go back to the other place.
Okay.
MJ's just trying to stay with the group, even though she said she's going to run off. She's trying to stay with them.
Then we'll do this.
I'm going to follow Mr. Wesley.
Wesley, you are able to teleport all of them back to the compound with all of the treasure in a actually secure spot inside the mountain there, where Sleeve Saya or other Teds are not going to be able to get to it.
Yep.
And Al, they've got a Jeep ready for you to drive back to town.
Al doesn't drive.
MJ will have to drive her.
Al walks because Al doesn't actually know how to drive.
Okay. You can walk, or and MJ can drive you, and you're able to go see your sister. I have a few closing things to share, but before I do, any last thoughts or comments from these characters for this campaign? Lula May?
So I think Lula May is going to get back to the compound. She's going to dust herself off, see that, Merc has gone to wherever he goes, and she's going to kind of smile and survey the scene at the compound and look at her formula and all of the crystals that she's got and all the stuff that's back in the lab. And she's going to kind of fix her hair, put it back up. And she's going to say, well, I think I have some work to do. and she's going to go and get, like, I imagine like a legion of like her little Teds start like following her, and I imagine there's like a montage of like, you know, purifying and like making the lab really nice and whatever, and like the Teds are like bumbling along, like I imagine a Ted looking at test tubes like, what? And like all of that going on, and that's what she just sort of is like, yeah, guess what, I live here now, this is where I am.
I'm just imagining like a slideshow that pops up with like the heavy metal version of the Lula Lemonade jingle playing in the background. Yeah, perfect.
Like,
Okay.
he feeds crystals to Wes and like has him like move a potted plant from like one side of a table to another, and it comes back and it's like a Venus flytrap or like on fire or like half of it's gone, and it's just like, no, and she marks on a clipboard. It's pretty great.
That's great.
MJ's going to stay around then if Lula May stays. Like, she's going to keep saying she's going to go to her moon,
Okay.
but she's not actually leaving. she's kind of attached to everyone.
Okay. Fantastic. What about Amanda? Any closing thoughts from Amanda?
When they arrive, Amanda's gonna go, any Ted that wants a mech, and tell them exactly where, like, because I imagine we left it at the waterfall. There's where you go. Grab it if you want a mech. Yeah.
Lemonade Prime's still up there too.
Yep. So, like, that's basically what she does for them. But I imagine, like, she goes back to the junkyard. Like, there's nothing there. It's pretty empty. That even kind of like the big muscly Ted had probably may have been there, still there, or may have left. And is followed by maybe Secret Journal Ted, and goes as telling, oh, and this is what we did. So they can write it down. And then when he gets into the junkyard, unloads the lunchbox, opens it, and starts to build with it. And the thing is kind of like she just kind of like sets everything set, and then kind of like starts to try to use the water bending stuff, like learning on that, and it notices that one of like the parts looks like almost like a glove, to allow for that, almost a hint on it that, oh, she's found to have another way to have more than one or two yo-yos.
That's funny. All right. What about Allison?
Allison's gonna have a long sit down talk with her sister and basically discuss what she's discovered and basically discuss the what if this causes a cascade failure and raises me forever sort of thing. She eventually decides to go with remembering or being able to remember her sister, but their relationship has changed. It's not the same thing, and now Allison's faced with the fact that no, her sister's safe here, but there's other people that she's starting to give a shit about, and it's been a real long time since she had the freedom to be able to give a shit and go out of her way to give a shit about those other people. So, like, but a week later, she starts wandering back up with Sleeve Saya, because by that time, Sleeve Saya has probably been upgraded. And they're heading back to the compound.
Just for old time's sake.
Fantastic. Wesley.
You can't quite tell if they're arguing or not, but they're talking about something.
Okay, awesome. Wesley, what about you? Any last thoughts as this chapter is closing?
Oh, I think with Merc still perpetually absent from any responsibility at the cult, Wesley's trying to where Lula May has her graphs and like diagrams for designing all of these actual useful things. Wesley has these like conspiracy boards and flowcharts for how to like keep the cult balanced and not turning on each other. Like how to keep Lula May happy and empowered and improving things without anybody from the previous like Merc heavy side of the cult resenting that. Figuring out how to keep MJ happy because why else would the world's best driver be just hanging out with us with nothing to do? And I think just trying to balance everybody's needs and keep the cult from falling apart.
She has her clipboard. She's fine.
I imagine every once in a while, Lula May comes in and it's sort of like, no, darling, and like rearranges the like yarn push pins. Like.
And then I think I'm probably doing a poor job of mentoring Jeb by telling him about all of the stupid shit that we did but somehow got out of alive, and also being not the best person to give good advice on responsible use of magic to someone who just got magic.
Yeah. Fantastic.
But I'm trying. I'm trying.
Love it. And then finally, speaking of Jeb, what are your closing thoughts on this chapter for Jebediah?
He's new under new management or trying new strategies. He's all on board, having a great time in the cult, just living every day to the fullest. Really enjoying what Wesley has to teach him. And I think the camera will probably pan over it and like kind of him in a dark room, and you'll see kind of like writing in a journal and just the self-narration of like, today was really nice. Mr. Wesley showed me how to dodge a punch. It took me a little while to learn, but I learned. And we're gonna go on an adventure next week. Maybe we'll finally go see Merc. And I think as it wraps up, you'll see that he's actually just been writing with a spark coming out of his finger on a piece of page through the entire entry. And I think maybe the camera pans over to a very cold mountaintop where a man sits in the remnants of sweatpants that used to say "Bootylicious" on them, shivering in the cold. Kind of looks over to a skeleton and goes, "Man, Ted, I thought they would be here by now." You know what? You're right. That's a quitter attitude, Ted. I appreciate you keeping me on straight.
That's perfect for Merc. All right. With that, the camera is going to pan to the opposite side of the planet, where there is a big, fancy, like command and control type vehicle that says it's just plastered with Danco logos and branding, and inside is Dashing Dan slamming his fist down on one of the tables that's set up inside and says, "The radios say they're here, so why is there nothing here?" And firing somebody.
I forgot that I did that.
I had a feeling that might have been forgotten from the first episode when you flipped their tracker so it was inverse. So it ends with Dashing Dan angrily firing someone, and the credits roll.
May I add a little to that?
For Amanda?
No, like just on that scene you had there, like that there's someone with in the background is someone with a very decorative sunflower umbrella in the background.
Sure. If that can be your version of it. Someone in particular isn't quite there. There's someone else somewhere else that's on that little map that you found.
But just to have that suggestion, there might be more.
Yeah, there definitely is more. That's where it ends, with Dashing Dan slamming his fist down on the counter angrily because somebody had the foresight way back in session 1 to flip the tracker that they had on all of you. That's where the credits roll, and we're gonna do our outros before we go on a raid. But that was fantastic. We're gonna go around and have everybody say what their favorite part of the session was, favorite part of the season, and then where we can find him online and all that good stuff. And yeah, let's start with same order as always. Let's start with Michael.
I have two like MVP moments. One would have to be Zan and playing that trap card right before we went to break, and the other have to be for MJ doing the dancing as a lemon, and to distract the turducken as they have the gate underneath their foot, so they don't think to get out of the way. Like that right there was like, like I love that. That right there was kind of like brilliant. Did love the fact that like Wesley, because they actually knew Merc, trying to actually go like, this guy isn't an ass, as bad of an asshole as he seems, and just like both having like Lula May and having like Al, like everyone, we all come together against Merc. It's just like probably like favorite moment.
The instant hate was just like, whoa.
I'm sorry, we like Jeb too damn
Jeb's
much.
our boy.
I'm Michael Wayne. You give me a clip, I'll give you a GIF. You can find me tomorrow on Bardic's Nox channel for the finale of Digimon /Crash. For the most part, I'm just out and about looking for games. Maybe one day I'll play with you. Remember, we're all in this together. I'm rooting for you.
Fantastic. Hopping on down to Jen. Favorite part of the session, season? Anything else you want to share? All that good stuff?
Oh, man. Favorite part of the session, I think Zan, I got to give it to Zan. The brilliant, like, bringing back the character we all heard, and then everyone being, like, we've all heard, Merc is gone. Oh my god, where's Merc? Where if we find Merc? It'll be really great. And then Merc shows up and we're all like, what are you doing here? I love that. I think it's really great. And I'd love to see Zan be able to go off. I think it was a great moment. I think, oh man, I still think one of my favorite like singular moments from this entire season was MJ standing in the middle of a graveyard going, I was at my mid circle. I don't think I'll ever let go of that in my entire life. I just think it was so funny. I love all the stuff that we did with the Church of the Sleeveless Way. I think that was really fun. I just had such a great time this season. I mean, it was really the highlight of my week, and like, it's been such a joy to play with this fabulous cast and to be able to be guided through this story by you, Raven. It's really been wonderful. I can't pick a particularly favorite moment because the whole thing was just, it really added so much to my fall. So everyone is my favorite all of the time. And I am IC Historian. I have no idea where I'm going to be after tonight, but listen, maybe somebody didn't put a lockdown on a casting call and I'm going to be able to slip in past a filter somewhere. So there we are.
Fantastic.
That's what I got.
Hopping on over to Alex. Favorite parts and where can we find all that good stuff?
Okay. My favorite part, honestly, of the season is MJ coming out as the fucking bard. Just like, I'm a lemon. Fuck this. I will embrace this as my inner demon. Look at me. I'm a lemon. It just puts such a fucking visual in my head, and it's just like, and the shit that I kept getting away with. Like the fact that I just stole everything and nobody stopped me. Like, not the players, not the NPCs, nobody's. Well, actually, no. Y'all stopped me once when you wouldn't give me my puppy. I kept trading up.
Well, you got a better puppy.
I got two puppies now.
We helped you.
I got
Okay.
the giant summonable puppy, and I got Molasses. I have Molasses and Good Dog, or Good Boy.
Good boy. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's great. And
I didn't expect this character to be a dog person. I did not
Yeah.
expect that. Oh God! It
that's
just
fair.
all the ways that you interacted with Al, and like how you kind of got through the fact that she doesn't care very much unless it's something that she is directly working on. Like how all of you kind of broke through that shell and got her to like care about you all. Y'all, it's just like the little bits and ways that you kind of wiggled your way. Even fucking Sleep Saya did it. Of like getting her to feel empathy again. You guys did good for this robot. You guys did very good for this robot lesbian.
My headcanon.
Who does think that Lula May is hot, but also respects the fact that Lula May is straight.
Straight up, my headcanon is that the two dire dogs that you have are two of the three puppies from like the third episode of the first season.
I only have one dire dog.
Oh,
I only have one.
oh, only one.
I
Okay.
just have Molasses.
Yeah.
Good Boy is a summonable creature.
Oh, okay.
Comes from the same place as the golden turducken.
Oh goodness, a bad place.
Oh, a very good place. It was a good boy.
Depends on whose side they're on, yeah. Whether it's a good place or a bad place.
Yeah, but you can find me for the finale tomorrow, actually, on Atatric, Pat's channel, because we are playing Lancer tomorrow evening, and we get to do character building stuff. I'm so excited. And then back here for the finale on Saturday of Animus Accentus, season what, 2?
Yes, that'll be the season
Season
2
2.
finale.
And then we'll be returning in January with season 3.
Mhm.
And you can also find me on Mondays on my own channel, where I stream digital art at Can Chaos Art on Twitter and Twitch.
Fantastic. I started to say Wesley, but Pat, what was your favorite part of the season, or the session, the season? Where can we find you and all that good stuff?
Oh man, it's I don't even know. Oh, Zan deliberately putting Jeb in danger this whole episode, and just the way more visceral reaction that gave me than I expected it to. Oh, and then Wesley being able to show off how he could actually be useful if he didn't just do whatever dumb fucking idea was the first thing in his mind and supported his team instead. That's probably the highlights of this episode. I mean, this season, it's not even one thing. It's just all of the character interactions were just so good. Like, I mean, I didn't know what it would be like bringing Wesley back from the first season, and this season was completely different. Like him having any authority or influence over anyone, and the way that translated with everybody of like, just MJ lying all the time, Lula May like not so casually just taking the place over. It was just, I can't. Everything was just so good. I'm gonna miss this season.
Same. And then where can we find you?
Oh yeah, that thing. You can find me, like Alex mentioned, on my channel tomorrow for our Lancer campaign, the Spare Brigade. You can find me Saturday night Eastern time on Polished Cryptid's channel for the last episode of our Urban Shadows mini campaign that I'm running as part of her Powered by the Apocalypse showcase. Yeah, I think that's it for right now.
All right. MJ or Nikki, what was your favorite part of the session, the season, and where can we find you?
It's kind of hard because, well, first I'll say MJ's original goal when she joined up with the party was to just make enough money and find some place to live alone, even though she was already alone in the desert. But that was her goal. She was like going to make enough money, move far away from everyone. And she really started to like the group that she was in. And I really liked how her lies were just completely spun out of control. And she would lie about everything, every small little thing, and it would just spin out of control. And the fact that they still don't know that she pushed the button.
I know.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
true.
it's sassy Ted. Oh!
And she feels bad about it, and it's like she was just going to be completely selfish, and that ended up not happening.
I have this headcanon of everybody like eventually getting up to the moon, and it's been like a couple of years since that happened, and everybody's sitting on the porch drinking lemonade, and MJ's just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I pushed that button, not Sassy Ted." And everybody be like, "What?"
I imagine us all being like, yeah, we know. We know.
Her lies were bad. Like, most of her lies were just terrible.
The thing
Like a knitting
is,
circle.
yeah, Amanda would be the only one that probably be shocked because like you've never told a lie as far as like, well, like, what? You actually told a lie to me?
And there was the Hoppy lie. She just lied about everything. It was fun. Just like, I'm pretty sure most of the characters knew she was lying.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff.
But absolutely nobody cared.
Yeah.
That was fun. And figuring out that she was actually a bard all along was fun.
Yeah, that was great. And then where can we find you next?
I'm on this channel on Friday for the finale of Mask, which is sad because the season's over and I've really liked everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like really, really sad about this, but I'm going to be on next season too.
I'm
And
excited for those shows also.
yeah, and on alternate every other Sunday and Monday, I'm on Action Fiction, on Drain the Rich and Castle Falkenstein, and I have some other stuff coming up soon too, hopefully.
Fantastic. And then next, Zan, what was your favorite part of the session season? Where can we find you? Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, no, man, this is I'm really upset about the fact that life had to happen to me in such a wild way this season. I wasn't able to be here as much as I wanted to be, but because of that, I really got like every time that I was able to be here, I saw how much growth there was in everyone's character. Like, even like if I was out for, because if you're there constantly, sometimes the changes kind of creep up on you, and they're too subtle for you to be aware of. But after missing a few sessions and coming back, everyone has just grown into their character in such a really phenomenal way. It's just absolutely the best thing in the world to see. It's real top notch, real good stuff. Yeah, that was probably my favorite part of the whole campaign. This session, I just enjoyed the constant homages to the last season. It's a great time. Yeah, it was a lot of fun too. Yeah, no, I loved just seeing everybody like become their character from the beginning to now. The growth is just spectacular. So good to watch. And yeah, I'm Zan. I'm a professional DM and content creator for a whole bunch of systems out there. I should have some new stuff that Insanity Gaming is collaborating with Capricorn Studios, so we should have some cool stuff coming out in the near future for that, probably in the next couple of weeks. I will be on next season of Water, reprising my role as Wilfred, everyone's favorite villain, which is going to be a lot easier to play than somebody.
I hate you so much.
Right, it's going to be a lot easier to play than somebody who's wholesome. Like being a nice character is actually a whew, it's difficult. Not in my wheelhouse. Yeah, you can catch me. You can catch me then. You can catch me on Twitter at InsanityTTRPG or on my website insanitygaming.com. You can also find me over on the Coffee Nebula on Polished Cryptids channel, where I play a few games a week. Yeah.
Ah, fantastic. Oh, that just leaves me. My favorite part of this session, I definitely enjoyed the throwbacks to the first campaign. I had completely forgotten about the Bootylicious thing. So I was like, wait, why is it? Oh, yeah. So I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed all of your creative solutions to the literal giant problem in front of you. And I was looking forward to the whole turning somebody into a lemon, the whole encounter. I saw I had a crit and I was like, I'm going to use this for that and it's going to be hilarious. And I absolutely love what, Nikki, what you did with that. That was fantastic. I loved it. So yeah, that's it for this session, for the season. Favorite moments with Jeb was seeing the character develop and kind of start to gain a little bit of confidence and things here and there, but also seeing just how everyone got so attached to words are hard. How everyone got so attached to Jeb was really fun to watch. Watching MJ grow as a character as well, and mostly just walking around with a clipboard and and lying the whole time. But then when things would get dire or everybody's stumped, MJ's just like, oh, just do this, and it's like, boom, solution done. It was great. Also, the fact that MJ kept the vehicles in one piece for so long, which is definitely a new record. Watching Wesley be so out of his element the whole time was fun. Not gonna lie. And then seeing doing the support thing this last session, that was really cool. That worked out really well. But yeah, it was fun seeing the interactions between Wesley and Lula May, and Wesley just like trying his best, but being like, can I just go drink and beat stuff up now? It was great. Al, your interactions with Sleeve Saya were probably my, like, if I had to pick a single favorite moment, that's probably it, because it was unexpected and just wonderful. But all of it was great. The little one-liners, the like, wait, where did the robot go? And then you come back with all this random stuff. It was great. You just the character was such a good addition to the party. I really enjoyed Al, and Lula May. Just where to begin with all the favorite moments with Lula May. Fantastic character. Absolutely love the character and what you did with her. And if I had to pick a favorite moment with Lula May, it was probably when you screwed over Tim and drove away with his Jeep. That was great. And then for Amanda, the running blindly into massive amounts of danger all the time was kind of funny. I enjoyed Amanda's interactions with Maggie. I had to think of her name there for a second. Maggie in the minefield. I think that's probably my favorite Amanda moment, was Amanda's determination and Maggie's equal determination to say no, learn patience, and just the things that resulted from that. Also the shield sled ride down the hallway in one of the earlier episodes, that was pretty great. But yeah, the whole thing was just fantastic. I had a lot of fun GMing this for all of you. You're just a phenomenal cast, and I appreciate all of you. And that will wrap it up for Hunters of Calamity 2. You can find me next tomorrow playing a villain, Niklaus Sebastian Adama, in the season finale for Exodus. That's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know yet what Vanessa has planned for us, and I'm a little frightened by that. But regardless, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll see if Klaus gets himself killed this time or not. And other things to announce, just sponsors again, which are right there in chat. Grinding Coffee Company, which you can use that code in chat for 10% off. Fundamental RPG, it's the system that this game runs on. So you can get the first edition on Amazon, or the practically completed playtest version on my Patreon, which is right there in the chat as well. And that should go into it's basically done with playtesting. It's just got to get it formatted, and then it'll go into print. And then Intrepid, which is my brand for in real life adventuring gear. There's some really, really cool stuff in there. Different shirts and t-shirts and all kinds of really cool stuff. The link's there in chat. If you do want to get anything for Christmas presents, you do need to order, I think, by the 10th. In order for it to get there for sure on time. So definitely go check that out if you were thinking about picking anything up for presents. And then I think that's it. So we've got our raid cry, which is, hey, look at me, I'm a lemon. And we're going to go raid with a brick, or Ray. Fantastic person and streamer. Definitely give her a follow if you're not doing so already. And then I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.